everyone, to another session with the Second Chances. As always, we're going to start with our thank yous, the first of which goes out to Critical Role for the amazing world that we're playing in that they've created for us, as well as to Reliquary Records, Dungeon Glitch, Critical Role, Hunter Rogertson, and Borislav Slavov of Divinity Original Sin and Larian Studios. We use music from all of their stuff, which you can find over on Spotify, and I'm sure probably other streaming places as well. So, last we left off with the Second Chances, they had begun a little journey, a little sailing journey on their boat, the Pandering Breeze, from Port Zune to Port Damali. They were attacked by some weird Sahagin cultists that followed Ukatoa, a demigod of the sea. They helped out a pot of whales that had a lightning javelin stuck in the side of one of them. They got some ocean nymphs to leave them alone and bless the ship and not, curse them. And Rosalind was finally able to confront her sister Shadow in sort of the abyss, in sort of a mind realm created by her, as Corey dreamed all of the Second Chances there. And though the fight was technically one-on-one, Second Chances were able to lend their power to Rosalind in what someone aptly described as an anime battle. And she was able to defeat Shadow, who then finally had admitted that this was, in a way, kind of a test to see if she had it in her to one day defeat Shadow, if it came to that, as she was now the leader of the Court of Flesh. And they made a pact that Rosalind, if it ever came to it, would defeat her if need be, and Shadow would help to train up future incarnations of Rosalind, assuming that she continues to reincarnate.
Yeah.
But that's a ways off. We'll have to figure that out another time.
That's a different issue.
So where we'll
Now
jump
you have
right
time.
back in is it's probably late evening by this point, as you all wake up from the dream spells on the Pandering Breeze and meet each other out in the hallway after your encounter with Shadow, and Rosalind has explained to you all now the pact that she made with her sister.
Yep. And she holds up her sword and shows it.
Hello, motherfucker.
As, awakened.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So this means we're not killing your sister?
Not today.
And not us.
Thank you. I couldn't have beat her without all of you.
That's why we're here. I will say, though, I'm still mad at the nightmare she gave me. That was rude.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was so beat the Shadow.
It's I think she'd be the first to tell you she had it
She's
coming.
literally 10 years old.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the complicated part, right?
Shadow is and will always be responsible for her decisions, no matter what her past is. We all are. But yeah, unlike Light, she didn't have a whole lot of time among people, among the good of the world. Just 4 short years. I mean, she was only 5 when she died. Or sorry, 8. Sorry, she was 8. So. But now whatever she chooses to do with her time is, well, it's on her. If it ever comes to that, or she becomes that thing, then I will take care of her.
Sounds like she won't be bothering and interfering in what we're doing anymore.
No, I don't think so. She is, well, she is now queen of the Court of Flesh, and she is going to be wreaking havoc in the abyss.
I think that's good.
What is the Court of Flesh?
I don't
In
know if
a
I
good
want
way?
to know.
It is a level of the abyss that the demon that attacked my family once ruled, Seabriax. I've only really had it described to me, but everything is just flesh. It's terrible, but he would create flesh creations and monstrosities, and that is when my mother and her friends defeated my family. When they defeated Seabriax, that place became, well, it didn't have a single ruler. It was a bunch of different demons and monsters fighting for control, and now my sister has supplanted all of them, and she rules it.
I suppose leadership politics don't change whether you're in the mortal realm or in the seven hells.
Whoever's strongest, whoever can take command and control. Yeah.
Who is it that all rolled the 1d8 or 1d10 so far? It was, I think, Leaf did one, Rosalind did one.
I think Leo did one.
Leo.
Leo did one.
And
Then I need, it's only been 3 so far. So Maeve, Hermia, or Corey, who would like to roll a d8 for us?
I'll do it. I will roll it on here. Do we have a SpongeBob? I
What?
rolled
Oh,
3.
we have a Doodle Bob specifically.
Got it.
Nihoy, minyoy, minyoy.
So, as you are all down here, having Roz explain to you what the Court of Flesh is, it does not sound like a good place or a good,
No.
quote-unquote, organization. Eventually, you hear from up top, First Mate Flowers calls down to you. Can we get someone who wants to make a decision up here, please?
Oh, well, that's not me.
This one will decide.
I go,
Leaf is
all
going
right,
to
let's
walk
go.
up.
Leaf, Leo, let's head up top.
yeah,
All right, so whoever
Oh, am
wants
I
to
not
head up
coming?
top can. And as you get up there, you see Winston, Rachel, Flowers are all up on the bow of the ship, staring out at something, and the sun is technically still up. It's maybe like an hour or so away from sunset, so it's starting to nearly get to the point where it's about to touch the edge of the horizon. But you see that there's an empty skiff out on the water. It's about probably 50 yards off. It's not expertly constructed, but it's obviously seaworthy. Go ahead and whoever wants to give me a perception check.
Leaf.
No Leaf. Let's do this.
I don't know. He might roll double nat ones.
Leaf is going to extend its head out and just do a virtual scan of the entire world.
I can see.
26.
All right, you got the higher one.
That was
All right.
bad.
26
Roz
is enough, though.
isn't even sure it's an actual boat, actually.
So there are... The main thing that you notice is you can't see anybody on it. There's no, like, below deck. It's basically enough to just kind of, like, float. But you do notice that there are barrels and chests on it that seem to be filled with... I guess it's difficult to tell for sure, but they are filled with some sort of, like, maybe wreckage or, like, plunder. Some of it does catch some glints off of the sun that's still up, so whatever it is, there is at least some treasure on it. But otherwise, you just see this skiff kind of floating there about 50 yards out.
Well, that seems
some
like a
loot on
trap.
I was about to say
Yeah,
the same
remember
thing. Is that-
last time that we saw like a abandoned cart and we all went to go look at it? I say we ignore it.
Can we throw something at it, see if it like explodes?
Sure. And also, there are no trees or boulders or hills to
Yeah,
hide
yeah,
in
I
here
mean-
as well.
That's kind of what I mean by like throw
Yeah.
something at it.
Like
'cause if
everyone,
it's
like
gonna
you all
hurt
kind of
us
like
to be
look
on
to the
boat.
other side and like scan the horizon, and there's
Yeah, like
nothing else out here.
Is
Okay.
What about in the water? Is there stuff in the water?
Make a perception check.
did we have a long rest or no?
No. Nope. But if
Okay.
someone would like to like try and throw something or like shoot an arrow at it or something like that,
Yeah.
it's up to you.
I will.
Alright.
I'll shoot an arrow at
Just roll a d20 for me.
it. Okay. Sorry if I break something, guys. 14.
All right. Yeah. You let an arrow loose, sails through the air, and hits the skiff.
All right.
Wait.
Corey, can you take us over there?
Yeah, I mean, well, I can get myself over there.
Didn't you once take me like from a ship to a ship? And you saved me that one time with
Yeah,
that?
I kind of used. I don't know if I still have my spells. I kind of used all of them.
You do not. You
and-
haven't had a short rest since coming out.
Oh, okay.
You
so
two
I
have
just need
rings
to
of
get my
water
nails
walking.
done real quick,
Oh.
and then maybe
Oh,
I
yeah.
can.
You two have rings
Or-
of water walking.
Oh yeah. I've heard
Zana.
If I have to try to remember that for you. Go ahead.
Give me your belt real quick.
You have a
one?
cloak.
I need to get back.
Well,
Swim.
Walk over with me. Yeah, Roz is gonna hop over the side of the boat and just start walking towards it.
Okay. Roz jumps down, hits the water, and starts walking.
Leaf is going to turn into a seagull and fly above Roz by
A
like
leaf gull.
10, 20.
Yep.
Yeah, leaf gull. Instead of like a body, it's just a floating leaf head.
People used to draw bats where it's like a face with the wings coming out the side.
Yeah.
The eyeball
He's
thing.
like Wingle. He's a head, and then he has seagull wings on his
Yeah.
side.
But it's also like
It's
unnerving because like
developer.
instead of like actually like flying like with wings, like the wings are like beating, but like Leaf's head is like kind of like bobbing up and down,
Yeah.
inconsistent with the wing beating.
Bad programming. All right, so Leaf is going, Rosalind's going. Who else?
Wait,
I will stay
You-
up.
Do you guys want me to come with y'all too?
Ah!
Okay, 2 box for yes, 1 box for no.
where are they
Bach.
going?
Cool. I use my fly thing. and I
You have a
join.
ring of water walking too, Corey. You don't have to fly if you
Yeah,
don't
but I
want
want to fly.
to. Okay, fair enough.
I can do it 5 times a day.
They're going over to this random skiff in the middle of the water that seems abandoned. All right,
There's
so
some treasure.
Oh,
Corey, Rosalind, and Leaf head on over there. And as you get a little bit closer, Roz, you're able to easily step up onto it. And Corey, you land down. Leaf, you're kind of flying around. And sure enough, there's a few chests and like cobbled together barrels that are filled with what looks to be like salvage. Some of it's just junk,
Yeah.
rusted statues or what used to be finery and stuff like that. But some of it too is there's some gold and whatnot.
Great.
You also notice now that you're on it that there is a large sort of circle cut in the middle of the skiff, and there are 4 ropes or like tubes that are open that are going down.
So there's like 4 holes cut in the bottom of the skiff.
There's
and-
one large hole that like you could jump
Yeah.
into to like swim down, and then you see 4 like when you take a close like at first they just look like they're like ropes or cords or something, but when you take a close look at them, they're like tubes.
Do I get the sense that like they're using this to like salvage the bottom of the sea? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah.
Oh, there's like a salvage operation happening here.
Oh, man.
Roz is gonna
Any
call down
signs
the
of life?
tube, be like, "Hello."
Leaf is just going to kind of take one of the tubes and just kind of close it. Just see
Okay.
what happens.
I'd say
Does
after
the
probably
does the tube start jerking
after
a moment?
about 30 seconds, yes, the tube starts to kind of jerk a little erratically, like someone's trying to pull on it.
I'd let it like loosen up so it's
There we go.
Okay.
My
breathing.
God.
Okay.
Couple minutes later, you see bubbles bubble up in the middle.
Oh my god. Did we just murder someone?
Maybe.
No. People can go without air for 6 seconds.
You said
30
30 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, no, you said that's how long it took before someone felt it start jerking.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough.
because that's how long it took
Fair
for us to get
enough.
out.
Anyway, I'm not there. I guess I just feel bad.
Should
'Cause I'm like,
we-
if I could have gone down,
Are
it
we
was bad.
taking their stuff and then going back?
No, we're waiting for them to surface right now.
Is there anything
Oh,
on
okay.
the ship?
Yeah, there's treasure.
Besides the
Yeah,
treasure,
well,
shit
besides
ton.
their treasure, on the back of the ship, there is a kind of like a shaded area. So like there's poles that are set up, and there's like some stretched leather over it to kind of have like a sort of shaded area. And you see that there are 3 small bedrolls and like 1 large bedroll, and then there's a bucket of fish as well, raw.
Are they alive or dead?
Check in there. There's a few of them kind of flopping around, but a lot of them are dead. A few of them have the heads cut off.
Sea Leaf is going to pick up the bucket and release the fish back into the ocean.
Okay. Yep.
For
Easy
what?
enough.
Leaf, you're so heroic.
Is it?
Caw. Boing.
Wait, you were still in seagull form?
Oh yeah.
Make an athletics check at disadvantage with the seagull's athletics.
I don't
Probably
that is-
0.
Fish. That's
Hold
pretty
on.
Heavy.
You know what? Hold on.
I was gonna say like -3.
D20 plus. Oh, I'm not giving you a deep crow. Why is there no just like crow? What would just like be a bird?
Should be like bird. Give me like an owl or something.
All right, owl will work.
We know that owl exists.
Owl
Yeah,
does.
I mean, it'd probably be
exist,
equivalent of like a
indeed.
hawk, I would think, in strength.
Yeah, a hawk would have been fine. Okay, -4. D20 -4. Disadvantage.
Twice. Here we go. It's gonna be great. Well,
Okay. So Leaf squawks on over towards this bucket and like tries to pick it up and like flaps, and then just falls into the bucket.
Hey, don't worry, bud. I got you, and I'll pick up. I'll help Leaf.
yeah, Leaf is noticeusly almost
Uh,
drowning in the bucket until
There's
I
no
will,
water.
I will
helps.
save
There's
Leaf.
just fish guts.
Oh
All right,
gosh,
you go
babe,
ahead and
you real
you
sick.
pour it out, no problem.
Oh, jeez. All
I
right.
was just waiting for these people to surface.
Yep. So it takes about another like 5 minutes before finally you see 2 green hands reach up over the edge, and you watch as a goblin pulls themselves up and kind of stops mid, like the bottom of their torso is still like in the water as they look at you. And sure enough, they have like this like a weird kind of mask, like snorkel thing and like a harness going on. And then they just slowly start lowering themselves back into the water. Like if it goes slow enough, it's not gonna
Yeah.
be noticed.
I see you. Hi, hail.
just so you know,
Hi.
Leaf is on Corey's shoulder like a pirate parrot.
Okay.
Sorry to bother you. We thought your skiff was just adrift. We were gonna come plunder it, but clearly
Please no plunder
it's
us.
yours. Yeah, no, we're not gonna plunder you. What? How? Are you able to get like all the way down to the bottom with that?
Yeah, just swim down there.
Yeah, but and you can get air down with the. That's cool. How far down is it?
I don't know, deep.
Right.
Also, 2 backup plan. We use potion.
Uh, so are you guys just
Yeah,
like
I guess scuba
looking
really
for
isn't that
treasure?
isn't that impressive when you can make potions of water breathing in this world, is it? Huh?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Are you just looking for like any treasure or something specific?
No, just shinies for trading,
Chinese.
buying food.
Aw.
Yeah.
You gonna kill Glorbo and his friends?
Oh, right. I look at Roz.
I make a lore check to see what I know about this mystical boss of Lorbo.
Yeah, go for it.
Wait, is that? What is that?
There's an ongoing joke around where people keep posting that they figured out how to find the hidden boss Glorbo in various games to get AIs to pick
Got
up and like write articles about it.
Okay, that's correct. See, the problem is it sounds like a stupid thing that my brother would make up, so I had to be sure.
No, you're thinking of Gorbo, and yeah,
Yes,
that's no
okay.
better.
Thank you. Okay, I'm not.
I almost
crazy.
went with Gorbo, so no, you know
Well,
nothing about
it's good
Glorbo.
that you didn't. Because
My mind.
that's a reference in our Saturday game
That is
that no
dark.
one's going to be happy about.
It's dark. We can't talk about on stream.
Yeah, correct.
We're not hurting them, right, Roz?
No, we're not. They're not doing anything wrong. I'm pretty sure you're allowed to just salvage if you want.
Cool.
Oh, well, yeah, we did do that.
Ooh, do we want to bargain? We could do pirate tradesies.
not pirates.
Glorbo, understand. You take whatever treasure you want.
No, I'm sorry. I use that word very loosely. Do you guys have anything you might need that we could trade for your some of your treasure? Or is this like your livelihood?
Maybe don't take out those food.
He kind of looks around at like each of you. You trade weird bird?
Oh no, the bird's off limits.
Oh. Pretty card box?
Oh hell no. I'm
Oh.
sorry, no.
Fancy sword?
Roz just starts laughing.
This guy shoots for the moon.
Yeah,
Hard
aces to him,
respect.
yeah.
Like you guys need you need like fresh water, like anything else maybe.
There's water over boat.
Yeah, but we can't drink that, Leaf.
I mean,
You want to trade boats?
What? Trade boats?
Yeah.
No. And I say into Ross, what if we have them join our enterprise and they can scavenge treasure for us? That'd be badass.
Roz looks at Corey. He's like, not knowing much about the ways of maritime merchantry here. She shrugs. Yeah, I don't see why not.
Cool. I turn into a goblin.
You turn into a goblin?
Yeah.
Okay, you're a goblin.
I say, hey,
He looks and
Gorble.
goes, "Oh,
Hi.
hi.
So, we have a proposition for you.
Okay.
So, have you heard of the second chances? And I go through our whole pitch.
oh,
No.
Okay, well, guess what? We're the, new up-and-coming heroes, and we would love for you to join our little enterprise, and we could help you get a better ship, maybe, and we would just be able to take a percentage of your earnings, and yeah.
Okay, so we join you.
Yeah.
You take part of our money,
Yep.
but somehow we get better ship.
Yeah.
Okay, we don't have better ship with all our money. How give you money make us better ship?
Because we also earn our money, so we would be investing in you.
So you give us money to get good ship?
Yeah.
How much money you got?
We have a lot of money.
Roz is like, we used to
We
have a lot
have-
of money. We have some money.
A lot of money.
Seagull Leaf is just going to hop over and start coughing up and cough up a diamond for them.
No! Stop giving diamonds! You took most of the diamonds, didn't you?
I took my diamond. I have one.
He reaches out and takes the diamond. Yeah, pretty decent. Not enough for ship, though. Puts it in his pocket. Go ahead and remove the diamond from your inventory.
We're bargaining. That's what
You're not here.
right now.
I am watching this
So
happen.
here's
I
what
have
I'm supposed to do.
eagle eyes.
Okay.
Okay,
So we're adventurers.
So I not boss, but
Okay.
you come back to Dark Toe with us. We talk to boss. You make deal there.
Who's your boss?
Big boss.
What's his name?
Big boss Gabo.
So you have Glorbo and Gabo.
Yeah,
That's a good name.
Big Boss Gabo.
Big boss Gabo.
Okay. Wait. Wait. Do you guys already give him money?
Yeah. All our money go to
shit.
Big Boss Gorbo.
So then you're already
Gabo.
part of an enterprise.
Oh,
Roz,
is
give me my diamond
Enterprise
back.
work?
Enterprise, yeah, usually. Give me my diamond back.
That was his diamond. He gave it me.
Mm.
Yeah, give
No.
his diamond back.
That's interesting to what you say when you say that's his diamond. I would not. That's not how I would classify that.
Make a persuasion roll. So he's a little defiant at first, and then he like looks around again and realizes that there's still like more of you than there are of him. So he takes the diamond out and hands it to you.
What?
Dave
Leave-
yelling
leave
at
is
us.
gonna, like, hop
what do
over
I know
to.
about Dark Toe?
Make
we don't wanna go
a
there.
history check.
I kind of do.
I thought we said that's where the
Let's-
pirates are.
It is.
Natural.
What's a dark toe?
Does anyone
I
wanna
would say you would
roll me?
have advantage on that roll.
I still rolled a 5 with advantage.
So while you don't know anything specific about it because you were never taken there, you do know that that is a haven for pirates. It's
Right.
basically like Pirate City Central.
Backstory sense is tingling. And then I whisper to Relief and Roz. Actually, if you guys are fine with it, I would love to kind of make up some kind of deal because, if that's Pirate City, I could find more of the people who messed with me and kill them potentially.
I mean, that's fine if you want to like get some information, but we have got to get to Port Damali because we're racing the Aormaton.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying like right now or anything, but
Yeah.
let me
No, that's
let me talk to Glorbo, and I say, okay, well, what if I? Gosh, this voice is terrible. I'm sorry, everyone. Should I? Do you sleep? Do you dream, Glorbo?
Yeah? Glorbo dream of
Okay,
having
I'm
bigger
gonna-
ship.
Okay, we'll talk more business. We'll table this discussion. We'll talk more. I'll see you in a dream.
Where's
okay?
she going as Roz just like walks away?
Roz just walks back over. She looks visibly older as she gets back to the pandering breeze.
Okay, but yeah, we'll be in contact. Okay, we'll talk.
In dreams?
Yep.
He shrugs. All right.
All right.
Yep. All right. Have a good one. Run out.
Okay, bye. You all eventually get back up onto the ship, and the first mate's like, "So, are we just gonna keep going?"
Yeah, no, that ship belongs to someone. We're not gonna like steal that.
All right. And you see
They work for Dark
Glorbo's-
Toe, for people in Dark Toe though. Like, do we not like Dark Toe?
Dark Toe.
I mean, it's Pirate Central, but I guess if we don't screw with them, they won't screw with us.
Is it like Broken Bank? Is that the same? Is it like similar place?
No, it's ruled by memories escape me right now. But basically they have like a pirate king or queen there that kind of rules over everything, but it's still like a lawless sort of state. But the pirates also aren't just like all, under the same banner. The pirates kind of fly their own flags and stuff like that.
Got it.
From what I know, so long as you're there, you adhere to whoever the king or queen is, you adhere to their rules. But outside of that, it's still sort of every pirate for themselves. So, if they're working for somebody there and we steal their treasure and it gets back to them, maybe there's some pirate gang out there who's looking for us, maybe not. It's probably just a better idea, you're right, to not screw with them.
I'm still a
All right.
goblin.
Don't worry, Maeve. I put the diamond in my inventory.
Thank you.
You
glad.
see now as you look over that there are 3 goblins and a bugbear are all up on the deck of the skiff, just kind of watching, and Glorbo is like waving to you as you begin to sail off.
Wait back, and I just like, I'll call you.
What? Do I even want to know what's happening? Okay.
So, with that, the rest of the night and the rest of the day is smooth sailing as you watch the sun set in the distance beyond you. Was there anything else you'd like to do for the night here?
I don't know if Kayla was going to drop by. I know that was something said, but I don't know if it's still happening.
Yes.
Okay.
Kaylin
I mean, it doesn't
was
have to
going
happen right
drop
now. That's
by.
just
Sorry, I'm still a
only
little discombobulated from the stupid computer freezing.
It's
and
okay.
resetting.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. Like, if it doesn't have to happen tonight, that's fine. I just know that was mentioned, I think, last session. But yeah. During that whole thing, I do think at one point, Maeve would have approached Sana as they were busy doing that and being like, I don't know what's going on there. And
Sure.
just been like, hope you weren't too worried, but we're all okay.
From the dream, the shadow thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you all woke up, so I assumed. So I was keeping an eye. I don't know if dying in the dream, you bleed profusely in real life as well, but judging by the scar that Hermia had from her first outing, I feel like I would have known if someone was in trouble or not.
It was pretty well managed, I think. We all were helping Roz. I think she's the only one who was truly in danger at that moment. But she's come up for the better, I think.
All right.
I don't really have anything else. I just know that there was worry about that.
All right. Corey and Roz, you two find each other at some point on the boat that night.
Hey, Corey. Can I ask a favor of you?
Yeah, what's up?
Could I get a dream spell? I need to ask someone something, and I feel like sending stone is going to be a lot of frustration.
Yeah. I would love to. Can we do it tomorrow? I kind of used everything I got. I mean, well, would this count as a short rest, Robbie?
No,
If we're
you'd probably have
just-
to wait till tomorrow at this point.
Yeah, I'd have to
you
wait till
technically
tomorrow.
had like 4 short rests today. I don't know if there's a limit or
I
not.
can't keep
but-
taking power naps. Like, I love naps, but that kind of made me hate it
You
because
start getting
I'm
migraines
like,
after a while.
Yeah,
No,
like I don't feel rested at all.
Yeah, I just kind of need to do it before we get to Port Damali.
Yeah, of course. Whatever you need. Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, actually, I pull Roz away from everyone. I wanted to talk to you about something.
Sure. What's up?
Um. Do I want to be chaotic about this? I think I will. I just look at Roz. I have something to tell you, and as my big sister, I know you'll keep a secret. So if I told you I had a crush on someone, how would you feel about that?
Roz gets very excited, and she's like, "Oh, okay. What's their name?"
Yeah. And then DM, I would like to roll an insight for this.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay.
How would you feel if I said I kind of had a thing for Hermia? I just want to see.
Roz, what is your reaction to that?
That's an 18. I'll use inspo.
A look of like, I would suggest you're probably not too good at reading the room. And also you're a bit young for her, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grow up, right?
What?
Yeah, that's an argument that goes over well more often than not.
Okay.
We'll
no,
both
I'm
be
sorry.
18 eventually.
No, I'm.
No, listen,
Mhm.
well, I guess we'll have to have a talk about that if that's the case, since I've got a thing for Hermia, so.
I just start beating. I'm like, I knew it. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I love Hermia, but not that way. I just wanted to hear it from you.
Actually, that's what I
Because-
was going to ask. I'm hoping to speak with Amma in the dream, and I want to ask Amma if they will take me and Hermia to Vasselheim.
Like a date?
Well,
Like a work date?
Kinda, yeah. Like it'd be like our first date, but I know she needs to go there and find out about her brother, which is important to her. So I thought that would be a really cool thing that we could do together while everyone's checking in on Gareth
Yeah.
and Damali.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, sorry, I didn't mean to scare you or anything like that. I just
No,
thought,
it's fine.
just test the waters, you know.
Yeah, listen, Hermia and I are. There is about 1,000,001 reasons why her and I would never work and would not make any sense. But you know me, I love.
Trouble, you hear Zana say, from like 20 feet across that side of the
All
deck.
right,
where you
we'll
are.
have a conversation.
Then
Okay.
talk quieter.
Worry about your own love life. Huh? Where's Maeve?
She's fine.
Yeah, she is.
And
Poor
I
Maeve.
just finished with Rosin.
I am going to turn away.
Okay, well, if there's anything I can help, because, well, Hermia did kind of ask for a little bit of advice because she was like really nervous about like apologizing to you and everything.
You don't say.
Yeah. No, yeah, I mean, yeah, duh. So I just had an inkling and I was like, let me just check, you know? So if you guys need anything at all, if you guys just want to have like, you know, after the Vasselheim date, if you guys want to have dream dates, like I love setting up
my
that
God.
shit, you know, like it can be whatever you want, but I also have really great, cool like date ideas. Like, yeah.
Wait, it sounds like you want to watch.
I'm not gonna watch. Why is everyone listening? Go away.
The walls are
What?
paper thin.
Worst
they're
private
not. There's
conversation
work.
ever.
The waves are rocking and shit, okay? Goddamn rogues.
Yeah. If we need anything, I will be sure to let you know.
Can I roll to see if my door is fixed?
We'll say that you went and got Rachel that night, and she came down and helped you fix your door.
Oh, I kind of wished it was broke.
It can still be broken if you want it to be.
Yeah.
We have the technology.
If you want it to still be broken, if you don't think you would have went and talked to someone about fixing it for
I
you,
think Hermia would be like too embarrassed to ask someone to fix
then
it.
it is still
It's
broke. Yep.
We just take a fucking wave and it falls.
In fact, every time that you have to go in and out of it, it breaks a little more each time. So now it's like, now I really can't go ask somebody about it until I come up with a good excuse on why it
Because-
broke.
Yeah, because before it would have been an easy fix. Now it's going to be a project.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds
okay.
about right.
Oh God.
Okay, Hermia, this is like the exact same. Like, I'm noticing something of a pattern here where, like, you were afraid to apologize to Roz, but now it's harder to apologize because you waited too long.
Welcome
I'm
to
seeing a pattern here.
Welcome to anxiety.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair enough.
All right. Anybody else have anything that they wanted to do? Corey, I know you wanted to talk to Leo, but if anybody else has something before that. All
Nothing
right, Corey,
specific.
you eventually find Leo. Did you want to sequester him to a certain part of the ship?
What's it matter? We all
I mean,
can
I
hear.
know. What does it matter at this
Zana's
point?
gonna hear anyway.
No, I
Hey, I rolled to
I-
see if Zana was in the same area as y'all, and then I rolled a perception check to see if she overheard.
she just always happens to be listening though. Anytime anyone tries to have a
kind
I'll
of
go
part of her
distract
skill
her
set
again.
and job.
But she can choose not to. You know, that's the thing.
She could. You could also
She
choose
could. She does not.
to be. Anyway, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so you couldn't even finish it.
I was gonna say what?
Leo,
What do you need, kiddo? What do you
I'm
need?
gonna whisper because everyone can apparently fucking hear me. So
You
And
could also
in that-
talk in your heads as well. Then nobody would. Be
I
able to
was
hear
just
you.
gonna send in the back of your head. We could do
Oh.
this too.
okay, yeah, I'll do that. So I'm just gonna gesticulate at you, then pretend like we're talking, and then yes, talk in your head. So you know that goblin? Well, the goblin we met on the ship.
The skiff, yeah. I don't know
Yeah.
his name. You guys
His
kind of
name is
glossed over that.
Glorbo.
Okay.
Yeah. So apparently he works for this goblin pirate on Darktoe. And at first I was trying to talk to him about like joining our enterprise, you know, like if we invested into them getting like a new ship, better equipment. We would get like a portion of their, treasure, kind of like passive income, which would be really nice for us, sometimes like in between missions. But he's already under the employment of these pirates or whatever. But I was thinking we could like, or I don't know, my thought was that like I could still somehow exploit that because I know that, like the burnt toast people.
Yeah, but that's a pirate organization. Have you
Yeah.
dealt with pirate organizations other than the whole stealing kids thing?
No, I mean, no, that's pretty much it. And I just,
Have you ever
I,
been to a thief town? Like,
no, well, I
no?
mean, I've, I've been a thief. I've, like, I've seen those kinds of types and I know how to, like, kind of blend in with the crowd. But have I infiltrated one? No, but now I know what's on my bucket list.
Have you been a part of a criminal syndicate?
I know I could do it if I tried.
I bet you could if you tried, but it wouldn't be fun. But the thing is like, if we really want to start weaseling in on these people's like side hustle, do you know what happened to Roz when she did that?
Yeah, but didn't she send like a letter? Like but she like spanned their face though. Like
It's
I'm not saying
sort
we
of.
go in there, like and just cause a ruckus, but like like just maybe just like see if I can weasel out some intel from this goblin. Because honestly, he was a little gullible. So, and I'll use my money. I will not touch the party funds. Like I'll just,
Well,
I could pay him for information, kind of like that. Or is that too risky? Will everyone yell at me?
just getting information is one thing. Trying to weasel in on someone else's like bread is a no-go in the criminal syndicate. That's a great way to get us all killed. Because we don't know who's controlling them. So just
No, but what if it was just intel? Like, what
Just
if I was
getting
just
intel's fine. Do not
So-
take their business.
okay, so if everyone finds out about this, I will tell them that you approved of this plan. Thanks, Leo. Walk away.
You just see Leo get visibly like shaken. It's like we're all going to die.
Winston's sitting there.
Leo gets another gray hair.
Yeah, Winston's sitting there a few feet away, puffing on a cigar, and goes, "Why do y'all do that?"
It's easier to talk in your head sometimes, especially with the kids, because they have weird ass ideas. Like,
What? Wait, hold on. You mean when you're all just staring at each other silently, your head talking?
yeah, doesn't everybody do that?
You're fucking weird, man. He walks off.
He hears from Rosalind in a moment. There's nothing weird about it in his head.
The fuck?
What incarnate?
I haven't drank enough today. He starts taking a swig from his flask.
Oh, Winston. Oh, Winston, we got to talk about this drinking problem. You have what's called a lack of coping skills, and we need to find some new ones.
Hey. Was that in my head?
Yes, that would have been in his head.
All right, you want to know the only problem I got? And he holds his flask upside down. Empty. And he goes over to the bar that you all had installed and begins to fill the flask back up.
You know what? We might be enablers.
We might be. Especially on a trip like this.
Maeve, you wanted to talk to Zana?
Yeah, it'd be about the Kalen conversation.
yeah.
So that's
Mhm.
so okay, cool. So we'll do this in our heads because again, eavesdropping people, the eavesdropping. So she's gonna go up to her and she's gonna say, I think Kalen's gonna be stopping by tonight, so I'll be talking to him. I guess this is very new to me, so I just wanted to ask if you had any questions. She's more saying this in a manner of like, I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm trying to make sure everyone else is okay before I make any mistakes.
She responds, I've never been in a situation like this either, so I will follow your lead and let you know if I have any issues.
Should have asked, are we trying to keep this on the down low with the rest of the party?
You can see that there is visible... I don't even know what emotion to properly use here, but she's feeling just a very visceral emotion, thinking about the party finding out. I leave that up to you.
What'd she say?
She says, I leave that up to you. But if one of the consequences of you telling them is that Kieran gets thrown overboard, I will not be held responsible.
She'll sigh a little bit. I just more mean with how we interact with each other. If I need to be more careful. I'm not going to necessarily make a big announcement.
How are our interactions going to change?
She thinks about that as she's kind of going through like relationship rules, and she's realizing how she accidentally used a term of endearment too soon with Kayla and realizes maybe she doesn't know what she's doing. And so she's like, you can see her brain start to fritz a little bit, and she goes, you know what? Maybe it doesn't need to be an issue. Maybe I'm the one that's overthinking this.
It's definitely something you've never done before.
Very funny. I assume she meant about the overthinking.
Yes.
Okay. She'll just say, yeah, haha, very funny. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then.
She nods.
All right. She will go to her room.
All right. Suddenly, Hermia, your door gets kicked open and falls further off the hinges as Corey comes in.
Ah! You could have just... I don't know. I would say it. I don't know. It's fine.
And I can't kick very hard, so you know there's something wrong with that door. Have you asked any of the crewmates to come help you with this yet?
No, it's fine. I don't want to, make a big deal out of nothing. You know, it's technically my fault it broke, because I told Leaf there was an emergency, and he took it, literally.
That is
Okay.
highly debatably your fault.
It's okay. We'll ask someone to help us. It's okay, because you can't sleep with that open, you know?
I mean, it doesn't bother me. I just kind of, wedge it back on there, and it's fine. It worked.
Yeah. I mean, okay. We'll talk to someone in the morning, but...
Yeah?
I slip over to the bed and I just like, okay. Sorry, I've just been running around talking to everyone. I have so many things I feel like I need to do. And then also we have everything we gotta do in Port Damali. It's very overwhelming being adventurers, heroes.
Yeah, I get what you mean. I got plans for Port Damali too.
Oh, like what?
Remember when Roz got beat up on purpose?
Which time?
Yeah.
I guess, for the purpose of this conversation, it could be any of those times, really.
Yeah, okay. I'll just think of all of them. Go ahead.
Well, okay. I want to get into, a fight, but not to, get my ass kicked. Well,
Uh-huh.
at least on purpose. I don't want to do it on purpose. So,
Okay.
I mean, just watching Roz fight Shadow got me thinking about, how I feel like I'm not worthy of, having my own vestige. And I think the only way to prove that to myself is if I get into a fight without full mirror, just a regular sword, no cloak, no magic items, just me.
Like fisticuffs? Fighting?
I mean, just a regular sword. I'm not gonna, have you seen
Oh.
my arms? I can't punch people.
Yeah. I mean, no, you could punch someone. I compare our arm size. Look at me, I'm a noodle. That's not even noodle.
I mean, sure. But yeah, I don't know. It's really important to me to, like, I guess, prove that to myself that I can do it. Just me.
Yeah. No, I mean, you know, me and Leaf have not gone on the town in a minute. So once we take care of business, the three of us should go find like a fight pit, and
Like
and
an
then you can,
underground fight pit.
yeah, and then yeah, and we'll cheer you on, maybe make some money on the side. But yeah, we could do that. That'd be really fun.
How
I
quickly
could
I've
bring
been forgotten.
Roz, and then she could see how badass you are.
Or-
Like, I
want
mean,
to
she already
fight.
knows you're badass.
I mean, if this is the first time that I've, like, actually fought anybody without Fomir since I don't even know when, I don't know if, like, I'm gonna be kicking ass right away.
No,
But
Hermia,
we'll see.
Hermia, you are amazing. You are a battle queen out there, okay?
You see
Now-
me with Fomir and my cloak that lets me teleport. Or not teleport, but not get hit.
Yeah,
I'm not
and
gonna
that's
be wearing
badass.
any of those.
Yeah, so what?
Okay.
Look, are you not the first person in our party to have a vestige?
I mean, I feel like it doesn't really count because I just found it. It's not like I, like,
No.
earned it.
Look, no. Look, I don't know shit about the vestiges, but I do know that anytime any of us tries to pick him up by ourselves, he won't let us. Because Chad said he will only pick those worthy of him, right? Or something like that.
I mean, he likes Zana, and Zana's never tried to pick him up, so I guess we can't really, like,
Okay,
rule
but
out that, like, we
no,
can't pick him
but
up.
we're a worthy
Should we
person.
have her
worthy
try?
fighter. No, we shouldn't have her try, because look, if it
Why?
truly no, because hear me out. You don't think that Roz is someone worthy of Chad? Is like, do you think
mean,
that?
Well, he, like, gave me, like, a rating of, like, people that, like, he likes, and, like,
Huh.
Roz was after Zana. So, I
Damn.
mean, I guess if Zana died, then maybe he'd let her, like, pick him up. But we have to, like, have Zana get murdered first to, like, really prove that.
I don't think. No. Okay, this is going off on a tangent. God, I'm not Maeve. I don't know how to do this. Either way. Look, you deserve Chad. You are a warrior within your own right, just like the rest of us. Okay? I'm all for, like, for your own confidence and all that. Like, yeah, hell yeah, let's go do it out. But you don't need to put yourself down before you even try,
I guess, but, like, right now you're just saying words, and until, like, I actually fight somebody without my magic weapons, I mean, they're still just gonna be words.
Then so are your words.
Okay, so we're in agreement.
I don't know if we are, but either way, I just hope that after this or whenever that you can see yourself as
You know
badass
what? We
warrior
haven't
as
had
we all see
Leaf,
you.
like, try, like, picking up Fulmir. And in her head, Hermia's gonna be like, Leaf, I have an emergency. I need you to get in my room.
Oh God, here we go again. Hide for cover.
Would
Or
would
door.
Leaf be active, or would Leaf be in its scry mode at this point?
No, I don't
see.
think anyone's like started to take like their long rest or anything. So yeah, you'd be active wherever you think you are.
Okay, then Leaf is going to attempt to bust through. Let's just say that Leaf has a room adjacent to Hermia, and Leaf is going to try to just run
Just
through the wall.
Burst through the wall like late man.
Like
Oh,
Julian.
goodness.
Make a athletics check for me.
I'm going to use inspiration.
Yep.
The most important inspiration of my life.
Why do I put bad ideas out in the world?
You said athletics, right?
Yeah.
Oops, that was only one.
Okay.
How about a 13?
Yeah. So as you say that, you suddenly hear doom, and like an echo comes from the wall, and it didn't work. Leaf. You just walked into the wall hard.
Leaf
Leaf
is going
the
to...
door is.
Did you hear that thud?
I think that was Leaf.
Leaf is
Leaf,
going
but
to
it's
walk
not.
around.
It's not a bad emergency. Yeah, just calmly open the door.
Well, the
Doesn't
door
lock the
doesn't
door.
close. Let's be clear. As of right now, the door doesn't close. So he just
Yeah,
comes around and
it's
walks
kinda
in
just
and walks
propped
into
Just,
the room.
just carefully come inside.
Leaf is extremely like even more tall and vertical than normal. Says
What?
what? You know how when like you make a mistake or something, you're just kind of like
Oh, he's trying to
walk
stand.
all, stiffly, stiffly.
extra-
There we go.
Okay, I was gonna say,
Okay.
I was like, has he been hunched over this entire time?
He walks in proud and not embarrassed at all.
Yes, but also a little stiff.
Got it.
Yes. What is the emergency?
Okay, I'm doing like
Doing a room scan, and Leaf is going to use a perception check in the room to see if
Oh, God.
anything is amiss.
I was gonna say I'm doing like an experiment and I need your help.
Oh. What is the experiment?
Hermia's gonna summon Foamir and then hold it out to Leaf. Can you see if you can pick hold Foamir for me?
Leaf is going to look down at the sword and then look up at Hermia. Compliance, and is going to attempt to pick up Foamir.
All right. So as you grasp the hilt and Hermia lets go, it immediately clatters to the ground.
Like I don't even touch it.
No, like
Okay,
you're able
well,
to
I just
touch it,
didn't
but
know
it falls
where-
to the ground, and you
It's really heavy.
Yeah, you
I
can't
just
pick
didn't
it up.
know
up.
where Leaf was in the order of people that Foamir likes. So
No, hold on.
obviously-
This one has ideas. Leaf is
Okay.
going to attempt to cast Dispel Magic on the
Oh my god.
late enchantment of Foamir.
Yeah, okay. You cast a spell on Foamir. You try to pick it up, still can't.
I feel like Foamir's really pissed off now that she tried to do that.
Okay. Hermia.
This one is
Hermia.
willing to make sacrifices to further the experimentation of Lady Hermia.
Okay, we don't need to. The whole point is that Hermia is worthy of this vestige.
Should we get Zana in here, Leaf?
No, we shouldn't get Zana in here.
This
I just
one
wanna see
believes
if we
that
can
if
do it.
this one
She
believes
can't-
that if
she
Leaf is not
can't do
worthy,
it.
there's no way that Zana would be.
Hey,
Haha,
Zana,
scoff, scoff.
are you
Exactly.
eavesdropping?
Oh my god.
Did you yell that?
Yeah.
Please tell me that just interrupted our conversation, because that would be so funny.
She didn't interrupt your conversation, but you hear in your head, did you just call for me?
Yeah, I need your help with something really quick. Can you come here?
I say to Zana, don't do it, Zana. It's a trap. Don't do it. Please don't. We need to work on Hermia's confidence and self-esteem. So if you come right now, it'll be ruined. Please don't.
To Hermia. I'm coming. And a couple minutes later, Zana shows up in the doorway, looks at the door, and just looks at all of you.
That's normal. That's always been like that. Totally normal.
Sure. What can
We
I
have done
help with?
extensive testings on the walls. They are secure.
So Fulmir really likes you, and I just want to see if you can pick him up.
She kind of cocks her head at you oddly. And is Fulmir still just laying on the ground?
Yeah.
That's not a question that I need answered, Hermia. And she walks away.
What? Hey,
Thank you.
No! Zana! I just wanted
Hermia,
to see if you
Hermia.
could pick it up.
Hermia.
I'm gonna ask Fulmir. Hey Fulmir, if she had tried to pick you up, would you have let her?
No.
I thought you liked Zana!
She's the most capable warrior in your group. That doesn't mean that she can wield me.
Oh, okay.
I've long since just accepted to be offended by that.
So your ranking system is Zana, then Raz. Where's Leaf? I feel like he got like negative points with you today.
It's the changeling, then you, then Rosalind.
Oh. So wait, Hori's after Zana? And
Nice.
before me?
Wait, no, I
What?
mean, you don't need to know that.
No, the other changeling. Sorry, the Zana. Yes, the assassin.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Okay, that makes sense.
Wait, where am I then?
The child is at the bottom.
Okay, asshole.
This one is only 2 years old.
You can't hear him.
Yeah, remember, y'all can't hear him. Only Hermia can.
I can feel it. The vibes are off, and I don't like it.
I think she knows that
Leo and I are in the
you
middle, I
ranked
guess.
her like at the bottom. Just going by her expression.
If a sword
it's
could
more upset.
shrug, it would.
Boromir like would apologize, but he doesn't feel like he has to apologize, so he's not going to apologize, but I'm apologizing for him.
Don't put words in my mouth.
I just said that you did think you had to apologize for that.
I
How do you think
don't.
It's fine. Hermia, it's fine. My ego is still intact, so it's okay. It's fine. But look, we could literally have everyone in the world try to hold Chad. But he chooses
Hermia's
not to
gonna
be
write
willing.
in her
Why
notebook.
would am I
Next
invisible?
to
Is my
Zana's
cell
name.
on? Am I not
Maybe,
here?
like-
Am I asleep?
She'll need more data.
Foamir vanishes and reappears on your back, Hermia.
Okay. Sorry, Corey. I just wanted to take notes while it's still like fresh in my head.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, yes, we'll find a fight club. We'll do it up real good. I'll be
Yeah,
your coach.
Leaf. I'm gonna go be in an underground fight pit.
Yeah, we're gonna go
What?
for another outing. Yeah.
Would you like this one to tag along as an electric rat?
Leave with your returns.
I mean, I'm gonna be the one getting punched or I don't know, slashed, stabbed. I don't know what happens.
She'll be contending.
Yeah.
You want
It'll
to?
just be Hermia participating. We're just going there for support and for the drinks.
Also,
and
you're
maybe
gonna
for
have
the
to
money.
hold my stuff. Well, except for Fulmir. Fulmir can just go in the void, I guess.
Will you be using only your fists?
I think Leo had like a short sword that he's not using, so I was gonna use that. Your silence is confusing me and kind of making me feel nervous.
No, we're
Would
gonna
you
support
like-
you. We're gonna
Would
make
you
it
like
nice.
practice beforehand?
Shit, that's probably a good idea. Okay, are you gonna fight me, Leaf?
Oh god.
Yes. This one will fight you.
Okay.
Would you prefer this
Hermia's
form or
gonna-
another?
Hermia's gonna take off her cloak of displacement and unequip Boromir.
So
I
you
feel like I need to
and
tell
Leaf are just gonna
someone.
have a fist fight in the lower deck.
Wait,
I'll use my daggers that are blunt and don't do any damage.
All right, you're gonna go up onto
Why
the
don't-
top deck to do
Hey,
this.
guys. Why don't we
Let's
do
go
this
to the
in the
top.
morning? Why don't we do this in the morning? We just had a big fight.
We can also do it in the morning. We
I
could
wanna
do it every
now,
day.
though. We should do it. We should practice more than once.
Agreed.
Okay. All right.
Let's go, Leaf.
All right.
Okay,
You
we're
guys
going
have
up to the
fun.
top of the deck.
I'm gonna turn in. Is this what it's like when it's me? Like, did I cause this much?
Uno reverse card.
Oh my
Zana,
God.
who's now
Kieran just
sitting
had
at a
their
table.
growing up moment of like, oh, this
Yeah.
is what it is.
So Zana, who's in her room now, and as you ask that to no one in particular, Zana can hear you and goes, "Yeah, it is."
Yeah. Well,
I'm in the room next to her, so yep. Although I'm probably.
I'm sorry, and I love you guys. Good night.
You're not gonna change though, are you?
I'm trying to. I'm trying.
All right, Roz, I don't know where you're at, but if you think you would be somewhere to where you see Hermia with a dagger in her hand and Leaf walking up to the top
Roz
deck.
was up on deck because she was getting ready to do some sending messages.
Mm-hmm.
So
So yeah, you see Hermia and Leaf come out. Hermia has a dagger in hand, and they start to square up.
Roz is like literally holding the sending stone, and you can tell she's like being like Maven, like counting in her
Counting it.
in her head up to 25 words, and looks over
It's the worst, isn't it?
and just like pauses for a moment, like, I don't know what this is, but there is no happy solution to whatever.
Should we roll
This is-
initiative?
All right, so obviously you're just going to attack with the dagger. Leaf, what is your plan here?
Well, Leaf's plan is to say, Hermia, please indicate which level of difficulty you would like.
Just
Challenger,
treat me,
survival, or apex predator.
just treat me like you would an enemy. Like, I don't want it to be an easy fight. I want it to be, you know, like life difficulty.
Compliance. Leaf is going to hold up its moon sickle that it has, and you can just see it kind of turn like almost like a corrosive, like corrupted, like almost petrified, like vines crawl around it, and then like spikes come out of it, and Leaf gets into like a stance, ready to do a stabby.
Okay.
Do we roll initiative?
Yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and start by rolling initiative here.
I got a 19 plus whatever my thing is.
Okay.
Leaf's got 21.
Roz is watching this from the edge of the ship, and is just like, you can see the gears turning in her head, and she's like, I'm both amazed that Corey's not here and terrified of what's happening.
Okay, so Hermia's dex is 14, so I'm pretty sure you both just rolled a 21. So roll
Oh.
again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, he rolled higher than me.
You said you had a 19 and then whatever your
Initiative
Oh.
is.
Plus
right.
two,
Oh
so,
yeah, you're right.
You both
Yeah.
rolled 19 plus 2. Rollies.
Okay, roll again.
Yeah.
I got a
What?
nat 20.
Nat 20.
We both nat 20.
What the fuck?
Okay,
Okay.
So for the first like 12 seconds of this, you watch as like they both go to lunge at each other at the same time, but then they kind of stop and go back, and then they lunge, and then they stop and go back. Roll again.
13.
Talk about a karmic strike, huh?
Okay, and then Hermia, you finally take the initiative and like go through with it. You go first. Go ahead and make it
Okay.
your 2 attacks.
Rolling, well, 1, because I only get the 2 attacks with my pack
Yep,
weapon.
orthorex weapon.
That's mechanics wise. You know how to
I
attack.
want to do it! I want to do it!
You know how to
I
attack
missed anyway.
twice in one round. Roll
With
again.
the sword, this is a dagger.
I'm telling you to roll again. Fine, either way, you get an offhand attack. Roll again.
A 4 and 11, plus whatever you want to give. Wait, hold on, my dagger.
It
Give
would
me a
be
second.
Plus dex.
2 plus your proficiency.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, plus 6.
So does a 17 hit, Leaf?
I'm going to say Leaf would not be in its armor.
Mm-hmm.
So 15 armor class. What was the roll?
All right, so yep, so that hits. So go ahead and roll a d4 and add your dexterity to it, Hermia.
Okay. D4.
So you
2.
take 4 piercing damage as she stabs you with this blunted dagger.
Okay, now hit me!
Compliance. And Leaf's just gonna raise up this sickle, and as it comes down, they just like the thorn just kind of glow red as Leaf uses for the first time ever primal savagery. 14 to hit.
Nope.
Inspo that.
Okay,
Roll again.
do it.
20 to
Yeah,
hit.
that hit.
20 should hit. Yep.
All right. And as the thorns rake across Hermia's body, you notice that there's like, just a little bit of acid coming off of it. No big deal. 10
mean-
acid damage.
Noticeably, excited. That's it, don't hold back, Leaf.
Oh. Okay.
Hermia's come on.
Hermia, go ahead and make your 2 attacks.
Miss.
Get-
That,
You
yep.
get your work cut out
Miss.
for you.
Yep. So as she
Roz?
tells you not to hold back, you're able to easily dodge her next 2 attacks as she's used to using a sword and the dagger has considerably shorter reach. Go ahead, your turn, Leaf.
Same thing. Berserk. Another 20 hits
Yep.
for another 5 points of acid damage.
All right. So yeah, these thorns and the sickle like tear through your armor a bit and like leave this burning acid behind as well, Hermia. It hurts.
Ow. Hermia is not deterred though. Rolling again. Miss. Oh, I hit.
Nope, that hits.
Leaf is going to silvery barbs that.
Nice.
Please attempt to hit this one. Stop trying to hit this one and hit this one.
Roll again, Hermia, because of the silvery barbs. Still hit.
Oh,
Did you just drop a leafized Morpheus line?
Yes.
So D4 plus 2. So another 4 damage, Leaf.
Ow.
Leaf, go ahead and do one more round.
okay. Leaf is going to hold up the moonsicle one more time, but as he does so, it's instead going to cast a guiding bolt at 4th level.
At advantage, right?
Not advantage.
Oh, okay.
Straight roll. I'll use inspiration because we're in
hits, though.
melee.
It still hits.
Yep. So this time, instead of using the moonsicle, he just puts a guiding bolt straight into your chest for 21 damage.
I feel like that knocks me down.
Yeah, it would probably knock you back and definitely like knock the wind out of you. Would you call to end it there, Hermia, or would you want to keep going?
I'd want to go until I couldn't fight anymore.
Okay, so this is what I'd like you to do because otherwise it'll take a long time to whittle through all of your health. Both of you are going to roll a d20.
Okay.
Hermia, since you were technically losing this, you do so at disadvantage.
Gotcha.
Leaf, because you won 3 rounds, you came with the victor of 3 rounds, add a plus 3 to your d20 roll.
Okay, so just a d20 plus 3.
Yep, and then Hermes is just a d20.
Oh, I didn't want to do that. Hold on, ignore that.
I mean, you still got.
It still works. You just take.
I'll
the 8
just say I
instead.
missed.
Or wait. Oh no, because you did. No, yeah, because that's 2 d20, so you'll just take the 8, and then Leaf gets the 10. So as this goes on, by the time it gets to the end of it, Hermia, when you realize like you can't go on anymore, Leaf is still standing, and Hermia or Rosalind, you're obviously watching all of this as well, but eventually. You call it Hermia, and Leaf.
No, Hermia would probably be like, I can still fight. Leaf, come on, just hit me again.
Would Leaf?
This,
I would say, Leaf, you would definitely realize you're at the point when like you've won and she hasn't, and if you keep going, she's going to faint. So it's up to you if you think you would keep going or not.
Leaf will say, negative. The battle is over, and this one has no more tricks. And we'll just stare off into the sea with the moon overhead and say, "Well fought, Lady Hermia." And we'll just kind of like take 5 steps into.
He's just gonna lay on the deck.
Into the just further away, and then we'll crumple down onto the floor.
Okay.
Roz walks over to Hermia and nudges her with her foot.
Hey, when'd you get here?
I've been watching from the side of the ship.
Oh, yeah, I just got my ass handed to me.
I mean, you definitely lost. Say that is true. There
Yeah.
a reason you're fighting Leaf in the middle of the night?
Oh, he said I should probably practice before I go into straight into the underground fight pit.
Roz definitely has the meme of the woman with the math symbols floating past her head for a moment. Like the underground fighting pit. Right, that thing that I know of because we talked about it at some point.
Oh, yeah, you missed that part. So, I got inspired, watching you fight Shadow, and it made me, want to work on myself, and I realized that the only way that I'm gonna believe myself, I guess, worthy of having a vestige, is if I'm able to, go into a fight without Fulmir, without my magic items that, make me hard to hit, and win.
She sits down next to you. Am I less of a fighter because I wear an amulet of health?
No, but I mean that's just hit points.
Am I less of a fighter because I wield a magic sword?
I mean, I think like you proved that you're more of a fighter because like it was just a regular magic sword and then it became an even better magic sword.
Interesting. I can't even pick up your magic sword.
That's because Fulmir's picky and he ranks you like after Zana.
Rosalind will remember this.
Say that's the first time that you've heard that one.
Rosalind like, interesting.
Yeah,
But
he has everybody on a ranking system. Don't feel bad. Corey's last.
fair enough. Hey, listen, if you want to go pick a fight with someone and you got something you want to prove, that's fine. But something I want you to think about is what outcome do you need to see in that fight to feel like you're worth holding that sword?
I want to win on my own merit.
So you think beating up some random dude in an underground fight pit makes you worthy of holding a vestige of divergence?
Well, it made me feel like, I actually know what I'm doing.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of fighters down there that know exactly what they're doing, and none of them will be able to hold that sword. None of them are worthy of it. I go and I pick a fight, get the shit beaten out of me. Doesn't make me less worth it because I couldn't win. I'm worth it because I can get back up after I lose.
I guess I just want to prove it to myself. I mean, vestige or not, like, all I've heard from, like, my parents and some of my professors was that I can't. Or, I'm not skilled enough. I just want to see, like, if I can do it.
There's nothing in the world wrong with testing yourself and finding out where you're at. But you can't go into it thinking that it's a pass-fail exam. It's not.
I mean, I know I'm not going to win right away. Like I told Corey, the first, couple times I'm probably going to lose badly. But if I keep trying and keep fighting like that, eventually I'm going to get better, right?
She nods. You've already gotten better. I mean, you may not see it because, of course, you see everything as being what Fulmir does, but your stances are better, your reaction times are better, your technique's better. You are improving every single time you pick up a sword.
Thanks.
Huh?
But
you listen, I know what it's like to want to be able to do it on your own. I had a really fucking hard time accepting any help from Avandra or accepting any help from my sisters or anything like that. I had a really hard time with that.
I mean, I guess you can't talk to your vestige, but I always got the sense that, Fulmir eventually will just, I don't know, find what he needs to do or, go back to his rightful user or the first champion of the Raven Queen or, the current champion of the Raven Queen. And I just want to, know that, I'm still gonna be kicking ass, even if he's not here.
She nods at that. Hey, this might sound rich coming from me, but you're not defined by your ability to fight. You're still going to be a second chance with or without Fulmir. You're still going to be our friend with or without Fulmir. I'm still going to want to ask you on a date with or without Fulmir.
I mean, it's just, a date?
She nods.
Is this, a hypothetical? Because I'm bad at those. Corey just gets upset when she tries to like do hypothetical scenarios with me, and then I get really serious about them, overly serious. What do you call it? I don't even know the word. What word am I thinking of? Literal.
I don't literal. It's not a hypothetical. No, I am asking you on a date.
Like a mission, like the masquerade thing.
No, like we go on a date and the what happens kind of date.
Oh,
Or-
like hanging out.
Yeah.
I'm
like hanging out.
sorry. I'm bad at this. I'm terrible at talking, and I just want to run away, but I can't because it hurts to move.
Yeah, I guess I'm not gonna give you any lay on hands until you give me an answer on that one.
Sure, let's do it. Leaf.
Leaf is gone.
Oh, I thought you just collapsed on the floor.
Yeah,
Like,
after
what
it
did
heard,
you leave?
after it heard Roz start to ask Hermia out, it got up and started to walk away awkwardly.
Just gonna sneak off.
Oh, Leaf's not there. Oh,
No,
okay.
he left.
What a jerk. But yeah, I mean, I thought we were gonna go someplace together at Port Damali anyway.
Yeah. So I was thinking that I'm going to have Corey let me dream into Amma's dreams and ask them if they would send us to Vasselheim for a day.
Can I roll a history check to see if I remember who Amma is?
The
Yeah,
turtle.
go for it.
Oh, the turtle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll roll just to see if I
Yep. You
remember.
do
Nope, I
not
don't.
remember who Amma is.
Hermia just nods. Yeah, Amma.
Yeah.
Right.
Amma, our favorite person that we know and love.
Yeah.
Yeah. she will lay on hands you for 30 HP.
Oh God, thank
We
you.
learning to fight?
Yeah.
You both turn around and you see Winston standing in the doorway with a flask.
How'd I
I can-
do, Winston?
I can teach you a fight move.
What is that?
You just gotta, you make a fist,
Hermia makes a fist, but it looks terrible.
and then he falls backwards and kind of tumbles down the stairs to the
Wait, do I have to fall down?
a deck below, and
Now, he has a severe drinking problem, and at some point we have to address this.
I mean, the world's pretty shit. I mean, I gotta imagine, like, he became a sailor because he wasn't good at a whole lot of other stuff. In fact, like, his job on the boat is just to, like, look out at the sea. So, I mean, I don't really blame him for drinking.
Did Hermia
His life's not
did
that
Hermia
great.
just drop a if my life was like his, I'd drink too?
Yeah.
Okay.
he's
Yeah.
he's a pretty good shot, by the way. He helped Maeve kill one of
He
the
did.
water elementals.
He also keeps calling me Mary or something, or Marcia.
Maybe
All
that's
the
his
names.
secret. Maybe he's like a drunken
Drunken
master.
master.
Like a shooting guy.
A drunken
Archer?
shooting guy.
Yeah.
For Archer.
The red-faced Deadeye.
Yes.
Itanu.
Oh, the drunken Deadeye? That's a great name.
It is.
Stealing it.
Yeah,
I already
that
have
is a
it.
good name,
Oh,
actually.
stealing
I hate-
it.
I hate how good that sounds.
So as Roz gets up and she's gonna start heading towards the stairs, she does turn before she leaves and looks at you, Hermia, and says, I do know what it's like to want to do it on your own and not have to rely on a magic sword or an amulet, but I think one of the things that I realized was if you try and do it without those things and someone gets hurt or killed, you'll never forgive yourself.
That's why I'm gonna do it in the fight pit.
Yeah. And like I say, it's good to measure yourself, but remember that when it comes to it and it's time
Oh,
for us
no.
to fight,
Yeah, if I'm fighting like for real, like I'm gonna use Folomir because we can't afford to like,
Right.
fuck up and lose.
Right. He's your responsibility, not your gift.
Yeah.
She nods.
You hear
Have
in
a
the
good night,
back of your head, Hermia. With great power.
I did. Raz starts heading going and goes, fuck, I was going to do a sending spell, and I completely forgot.
Yeah, you sent me what your sending spells were.
Yeah.
So what you get back from Yeza, he basically gives you like a way to kind of send payment. So go ahead and just subtract like 200 gold out, and we'll say
Cool.
that you figure that out, so we don't have to worry about that.
Thank you.
And what do you get back from Evelyn? Get back a short message from Evelyn that is hard to gauge. That is something to the effects of, thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, that's about what I figured. Cool.
All right. So as everyone gets ready, lays down to go to bed. Oh. Rosalind. Still feeling a bit sore from the encounter with Shadow. Even though you obviously, like, it was technically all in, like, this weird sort of dream mind realm, and you didn't take a lot of damage, there's still, like, an exhaustion and a soreness to being overloaded with as much power as you were in there. And right as you are about to drift off to sleep, a figure appears in your room. Oh, I think I got the wrong room. And you look up and see Kaylin. Is it, how far, which direction?
Is he wearing clothes?
He's wearing clothes, yes.
Rosalind pulls a cover up over her chest.
I'm so sorry. Oh, do you see me?
Oh, then he,
Yes.
as soon as he appeared, he would have, like, turned around the other way as well, yeah. These
Maeve's
spells
the next
aren't
door down.
super accurate.
Next door down. Yeah,
Thank
one,
you.
one door
Yep.
that way.
Okay,
Yeah.
and you watch as, like, his projection just, like, walks
Maeve, your
through,
boyfriend's here.
like, walks through the door into the hallway, and then you watch as Kaylin's projection walks through into your room. This spell is not as accurate as I'd like it to be.
The ship, I'm guessing, makes that harder.
Yeah, very small. When I'm just appearing around a campfire, not so hard.
Fair enough. How are you doing?
Good. We're the rebellion, I suppose, as they technically are, is marching towards Asarius, cities of the beast. And if things go well there, then we'll be taking the hollowed path into the barbed fields towards Rosanna, capital of Jorhas. So,
Rosanna, he said?
yes.
Okay,
Yep.
I was just trying to look at the map here. I see. You've been making a lot of movement then with Civil War.
He nods, but you can make an insight check.
Okay. Okay. Did it go through?
Yep.
13.
You have it. Yeah, of course you have advantage on insight checks too. You can tell that there's. It's not like a. I mean, technically the side he's on is quote unquote winning, but there's not like a happiness to that, or like a sense of like accomplishment to that.
Yeah. What's the hopeful end game with this?
He shrugs. There are those that think their way is better. It's the reason everyone fights. If they don't, then the rebellion needs to be quashed. And The unfortunate thing is that it seems the reason this started, the side that is rebelling thinks that the current leadership under the Bright Queen is too weak. They think that the Empire should try to continue to expand. To them, times of peace, I guess, don't mean what they do for other folks. So I suppose if this side wins, then the War of Ash and Light gets a sequel.
Know of the War of Ash and Light exactly?
I would say that in your time in the libraries you do, and the War of Ash and Light is what they refer to. There was a 4 or 5 year war, mostly border skirmishes between the Empire and Xhorhas, that ended about, I think, 10 years ago. So you would have only learned about it as you were kind of going to the Cobalt Soul libraries. So when that ended, somehow peace talks started, and they were able to come to a peaceful resolution, and they now refer to that as the War of Ash and Light.
Those peace talks started in Hupperduke.
Technically, in another timeline, yes.
Oh, I see. Got it. Okay. We may have access to teleportation. And so, it sounds like we may need to consider that our situation is going to erupt over there.
Well, with all due respect, Maeve, from what I've seen so far, I would prefer if you stayed as far away from all of this as possible. But should the people here require your aid, I'll be the first one to let you know.
Thank you.
There is as he says that, you can tell that there is a great sadness in the way that he says that.
This sort of quest we're on, as much as I would like to be able to assure my safety, is going to have to take me to a lot of dangerous places, as your work does. So I do appreciate you making sure you'll let me know.
You could walk away from it, though, couldn't you? If you wanted to. Your sister
Technically.
did, didn't she?
That's kind of the weird part. I think she did walk away, but I recently learned that she may have partially walked away because she failed. My sister was meant to be the person that brought this group together, and I suppose she failed at doing that, where I may have managed to succeed, which is strange to think about, and I'm not sure how to put that together yet.
Well, you're obviously more capable than you give yourself credit for.
But to answer your question, I could, but I'm not sure I want to. I'm not sure I feel I should.
I understand that.
On that note, the situation with Roz's sister I may have talked about before has been taken care of. She will not be bothering us anymore. We did have another run-in with the Plague of Eyes, weirdly enough, so I'm not exactly sure where he's going to be off to next.
This is the first time that you've talked to Kaylin since then?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It would have been like minor things. I
Right,
have not
right.
talked to him since Deidrin, though. I know that for sure.
Gotcha. Okay. What sort of run-in?
I will explain what happened at Deidrin,
Mhm.
in that city, and kind of what we saw and what we ended up doing about it. And that we do know that he's not actually dead, but we did defeat him this time.
As you explain this to him, you can see that there is a mounting anger that Kalen is holding back as you recount all of this to him. Specifically, when you mention that you know that he's not dead despite having defeated him. You are all fortunate for being able to survive that encounter, another testament to your capabilities. But yes, the tales of the Plague of Eyes. Here in Xhorhas, he is a folk hero of sorts. But he's believed to be immortal, which is why heroes of the past had to imprison him, as they did. I will see if I can't try to dig up something in relation to a weakness or something.
I appreciate that. Is there something else that's bothering you?
Such as?
I'm just getting a feeling, I guess, that I don't know if it's just anger at the world or something else.
I'm usually a bit better at hiding my emotions. I don't like hearing of your trials. Not that I don't want you to share them with me, but I wish I could have helped.
I understand that. Guess that's what happens when you care about somebody, right? It's hard when you're far away. I know that's been difficult. I can share some more happy, awkward news.
Please.
She kind of sits there. She's like, how the hell do I start this this situation off? So she will tell him, she's gonna switch topics and tell him about the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And then mention Zana, and then at the end of it mention that and I guess that's all she'll know. She'll say, so I suppose that caught me surprised as well, but Zana and I have decided to try a relationship.
You see that he smiles at this news, and that anger kind of melts away. So you have 2 deers now.
Omar's like, I don't think I know the timing of all of this. She said she felt that our relationship wouldn't look different in public. So I'm still learning about.
No.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm sorry.
Everyone's different, but I am happy to know that you found another reprieve from the state of the world as it is.
Thank you. She was worried about what you think.
She was worried about what I would think.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as people, we tend to spend more time worrying, more time crying, more time languishing, so who are we to stop anyone from finding an extra moment of happiness here and there before whatever the next tragedy is?
Do you see tragedies as distinct moments that separate happiness, or just the moments between when happiness finally comes?
Tragedy is the civilized world's default. It's what we focus on. It's what we cling to. It's what we let define us. The happy moments are the small reprieves that we sometimes allow ourselves to have before it slips through our fingers.
So happiness feels impermanent, while tragedy feels eternal.
Happiness is impermanent.
Interesting. I've always thought all feelings are impermanent in a sort of way, just a constant difference in as we grow, as we keep going, nothing really lasts forever, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
That reality is yours, and it is true as anyone else's.
I know. It's just a different way of looking at it. I was just curious.
Does give me additional comfort to know that should something happen to me here, or should you decide that the distance is too much to bear, or whatever other things should happen, that you have someone there to look after you.
I appreciate you feel that way. I want you to know that you have just the same sort of freedoms that you are giving me.
I do. For me, it's more a matter of... what was the joke that Corey keeps making? Seems every town you go to, you have another one to add to the harem. Well, I could probably also manage it. I know most of them wouldn't stick around quite as long.
Listen, don't listen to what Corey says. I'm lucky to have two. Very lucky. It's not... I cannot imagine having to deal with this more than twice. Do you understand what happens to me when I have to deal with these feelings? It's a lot. It's a lot to process.
Yes, trying to hold up the trees in the play.
See, exactly. The scaffolding. Except it's different because before it's like, I gotta make sure that people are happy, and then this one is, okay, I want them to be happy because they make me happy. It's a delicate process. Romantic feelings I handle with as much dexterity as a toddler in a full glass of tomato juice. It just goes everywhere, and I can't help it.
Maybe you don't need to help it, Maeve.
Yes, for some reason people think that tomato juice looks good on their outfits anyway.
What I mean is, all the things that you worry about, if you stopped worrying, I think that those around you would help clean up the tomato juice.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How is Raven and your mystery person?
They're good. Raven thrives in combat, so she's having a ball. My other friend is doing well. I hope that someday the two of you get to meet.
Indeed. Is she still wanting to be a mysterious person till we meet?
She is very private, yes.
I'm just trying to think if there's anything else I would want to ask him, but I think unless he had something to ask me, then I would just enjoy the rest of the time that he can with me.
I think the two of you just enjoy the company for the remainder of the time. I just want you to know I did roll to see if Zana could hear what was going on through the wall, but with a 4 and a 1, she's probably went to sleep.
That's so funny.
That's the one she misses.
She misses.
I want you to know, Roz was awake throughout that, just being like, this sounds really complicated.
I just want.
What do you want, Leaf?
Yeah, what do you want, Leaf?
Go on.
I just want to scry.
You want to what?
You want to scry before you go to bed?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
sure. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm sorry if.
No. That was wrapped up. So yes, if there's something
Okay,
you want to
okay.
scry before you went to bed
sorry,
tonight,
go ahead.
please do, yes.
Okay. Leaf is. Is there anyone in the crow's nest right now?
Winston was probably supposed to be up there, but you just find him on the lower deck, passed out near the ladder.
Feel you, buddy.
I don't think Leaf has ever gotten drunk in his life, so do you? Or was that Chris?
Yes, and also yes. No. Leaf is feeling a little. Leaf is not going to lie to its programming. It felt really good to really beat up on Hermia, because it's not having a good time right now. So it's going to go up to the crow's nest, up into the top, and set up its scrying circle and previously, along with Corey, it had drawn a picture of Fernelius. So now, when it scries, it has a likeness or picture of her. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to scry on Dr. Fernelius for the 8th time.
Okay. It hasn't been 8 tries.
I think it's been like 3.
Yeah, all right. So know the target well. So that's 5 likeness or picture. So you have a +7 to your modifier. So that is
A 23. 23.
all right. So 23. She has a plus. It's wisdom, right?
Yes. I'm pretty sure. Yes, wisdom saving throw.
All right. So she has to get a 15 or higher to resist this.
A 15 or higher.
Yep.
Plus 8. So strong.
So wise and intelligent.
Strong of mind.
All right. She got a 13.
Yes. Let me know how horrible she is. My poor creator.
So your consciousness is pulled up into the air, and you begin to rush through the nighttime clouds under the stars towards landfall on the Menagerie coast, down into the woods, through the front of that cavern, into Dr. Fernelius's laboratory. And you see your consciousness rushing through a gray wall that you don't remember being there, and you are in complete darkness. Complete silence. And as your vision is sitting there and you're looking around trying to find something, trying to find a figure or listen for a sound, eventually you see something blink in the corner. A single solitary red light. For just a moment before it fades away.
Before the red light fades away?
Yep. It basically kind of like started dull and kind of like lit up a bit for about 10 seconds and then faded away.
Okay. And that's all that happens?
That's all that you got.
Yeah.
So besides that, the other thing of note I would mention is a giant, not giant, but just sort of like a large gray wall that your consciousness rushed through. You didn't get a great look at, but you know it's a wall that wasn't there before.
And did I successfully scry on Gareth last time?
It wasn't Gareth, it was a man that you didn't recognize. You have scryed on Gareth before, but the last time you had scryed on Dr. Fernelius's room, and there was an elven man there that you didn't recognize.
And then I scryed on him again? Or no?
No, I don't think so. I think you tried to do Fernelius, it didn't work, so then you did Fernelius's room, and you were able to see this man sitting at her desk writing something down, and you could tell that he had like taken over her room.
Okay. For my next scry, I just want to scry on a location.
Mm-hmm.
I always pictured Leaf's home as like the inside of like a cave or whatever.
Yep.
So,
yeah,
okay,
Dr.
okay.
Fernelius had basically like retrofitted a cave to be her home.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not crazy. I just want to scry on the main entrance of that cave to see if anything's like changed or whatever since I've
Sure.
last been there.
Yeah. So with that, you see the front of the cave, and there are 4 automatons, 2 on each side, that are stationed out front that match the automatons from the pirate ship and that the Marquis of Phelan had.
And this is a dumb question, but obviously there are automatons that don't look like them.
Correct.
Okay. That exist in the world.
There are like
yeah.
slight variations. They're not like all completely uniform.
Not stormtroopers or whatever.
Correct, but they all have very striking similarities.
Yeah. Yeah. They're all made by the same company / person.
Pretty much.
Okay. And this doesn't look like there's any like additional like traps or securities
Like
or
fortification.
doors. Fortifications. Okay. Okay. That's all I was gonna do. Leaf isn't really happy with itself right now, and its circuits
I've
are pretty
given you
overloaded.
So many answers, though.
What?
I've given you so many answers.
Yes and no. So, Leaf is just going to run into stasis, just still in the scried circle, and just go to sleep there.
Okay. And the rest of you find your way to sleep that night. You get a good night's
I
rest.
want to say, like, at like around 4 a.m., Hermia like jerks away. She's just like, "Oh shit, Cora never told me what she wanted me to talk about," and then go back to sleep.
I will also say that it's a bit difficult to get there, especially for you, Hermia, as well. You may have grown accustomed to the waves and the water lapping against the boat, and maybe for some of you it's even a bit soothing. What isn't soothing is a constant of Hermia's door on its hinges as the boat rocks,
Oh yeah.
smacking against the wall.
Oh yeah, that would drive me nuts. That door would be off, and I would say I'll deal with it in the morning.
Right,
It's
so
like
we're the home that has the smoke alarm,
Yes!
low battery. Great.
I was literally just
This
about to
is
do
more
that
like the
exact-
this is more like the screen door that on a windy night just keeps banging into the side of the thing because it won't actually like latch shut.
Would you like to know what the worst part about doing telehealth was at the beginning of the pandemic? Was finding out how many homes don't change their smoke alarms. Anyway, sorry, that was the thing.
They're hard to reach.
Speaking of doors that bang and stuff, my front screen door has been continuously losing screws on the hinges, and today it lost the last one. So I just picked up that door and unscrewed like the part that attaches to the door frame. I just put it in my backyard, so now I don't have a screen door on my front.
All right. Well, then apparently at some point Maeve comes in and just rips the door off the hinges, Hermia, and puts it against
Enough!
the wall.
Hermia's gonna wake up and think someone stole her door.
Yes, you are.
Yes.
All right. But you all come to the next morning.
Cool.
Let me move you a little bit closer towards Port Damali.
Large rest. Long rest.
Yes. No, you all got a large
You got a
rest.
large rest.
Where's your at?
Supersize my rest, please. Thank
Hi,
you.
my name is Rosalind Large Rest.
All right. So, oh, sorry. Who was doing something?
All right. Yeah. New day. What would you like to do?
Hermia's gonna come down and be like, "Hey guys, someone stole my door."
You would have
you
seen your
already
door
see-
out in
you
the
already see
hallway,
Maeve.
just like
Yeah,
against the wall.
I was gonna say, Maeve is already down there. Goes, I couldn't handle it anymore. Squeaking was driving
Oh.
me nuts. I will-
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I will fix it if you'd like. I just was not gonna fix it. At that
Rachel
point
goes,
in the
"Fix
night."
what? What happened?"
Nothing.
One
What?
of the doors came off.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah,
How'd
This
it come
one's
off?
up.
when that
the-
happens. Huh?
How'd it come off?
It came loose, so Maeve broke it off.
Right,
It's
how'd,
just
it,
a
mad about it.
totally normal thing that happened.
how'd it come loose?
I have
I
I
no
don't
Normal
know. It wasn't
way.
very well made, I guess.
You know, sea water.
Rachel looks offended.
Scurvy.
Excuse me.
I was feeling sassy this morning.
You wanna come down and show me how to properly put a door on the hinges?
I have no idea how to put a door on hinges.
So then how would you know if it was shoddily made or not?
I didn't know. I just said if it was really well made, it probably would have stayed on the hinges.
Mm-hmm. Anybody want to
All
tell
right,
me
you
why
guys
it came
can-
off?
I don't know. What happened, Hermia? Did someone like shove their face through the door? Because it looked like someone just shoved their face through the door.
Rachel comes
What?
up and sits down next to you, Hermia. Why'd it come off the hinges?
Okay, so I messaged Leaf and said I had an emergency because I was freaking out, and Leaf was concerned, and just like he was in a rush and he didn't have time to open the door.
What was the emergency?
This
It's a personal thing.
What was the emergency, Leaf?
Leaf, don't tell anybody.
Deception. Oh, you know, this, that, and the other?
I'm gonna put your door back on your hinges, Hermia.
Yeah.
If you'd like, I could also assist and with
No,
mending.
it'll be fine. It'll be fine. But the next time a door comes off its hinges and you don't tell me about it, you get to sleep on the deck.
Sorry.
And she grabs the toolkit and walks down to the lower deck.
Hermia just hides under the table.
Get up and go help her.
Is Zana down here?
Yeah, Zana's here. I'd
Okay,
say
well,
you're all like eating breakfast right now. Spicy
Okay.
Tabby has made some omelets for everybody.
Are they spicy? Huh?
They are spicy. yeah.
through mental communication, Maeve will tell Zana that as I figured, he is happy that I have somebody else that's closer.
She nods to you from across the room.
Smile and keep eating. Because she's not acting any different. That was the agreement. All right, keep going.
Go ahead, Corey. Make an insight check. I'm going to say at disadvantage, though, since this is going on telepathically.
Telepathically.
Yeah. As soon as you said not acting any different, I looked to the chat because I knew she was going to be like, insight check. Okay, yeah, Corey, you're a bit distracted because, like, Rowdy Rachel is, like, actually kind of scary. Like, she's actually pretty intimidating.
And Hermia's under the table.
Yeah, and Hermia's under the table. Fight Club, though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna go great.
How does Hermia look after a night of rest?
How do I look?
She looks fine, unless you think there's anything, you know.
No, I think she would have
off.
slept fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Remember, Hermia really likes sleep. She's an Eladrin, so she only has to trance for 4 hours, but instead she sleeps for 8.
I mean, it's fair.
Sometimes more if I
Sometimes more.
really want to like play it wild and loose.
Corey,
Oh, good.
can you roll for me a D8 or a D10? Your choice.
Roz, you do get a mental communication from Maeve that just says, I am so sorry about Kalen's appearance.
You hear back a moment later something to the effect of, "Hey, like I don't know, like if like I'm bigger or you're bigger, but he definitely got a look at the girls. So depending if that ends up being a problem in your relationship, my bad."
Kind of blinks and recalls that she has slept with both of you and doesn't know. Like, I think it'll be fine.
All right.
Are you interested in him? I didn't think you liked men.
No, he
Okay.
showed up in my room and I was undressed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry for you. He can deal with it.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm just letting you know.
Oh,
Sorry, DM, I rolled a 2.
Are
Was
we-
that on a 10
Are you
or an
sure?
8?
are you trying to
This is
compare breast
D8.
sizes with me?
A D8.
It's like, I
Alright,
mean, they're
cool.
fine. I think they're fine. I think I'm good. Now you're making me nervous.
Leaf and Hermia, were you going to have another practice session today?
Yes.
I mean, if you want to, I feel like you were kind of sad afterwards because you just kind of like collapsed on the floor, and then like when I looked up, like you were gone.
Oh, The reason this one left previously was because the air had gotten tense and you could slice the tension with a butter, as they say.
Hermia like writes that down. Oh, I never heard that one
Zana's
before.
just shaking her head like, nope, that's not the way. That's not how it.
You always
Would-
like you always have like interesting sayings I just never have heard about Leaf.
Thank you. This one has picked up a lot in its very brief 2 years of existence. Also, did you want to continue our sparring? And Leaf is starting to like kind of make its vines crawl across the
I mean,
moonsicle
I'm
again.
not at the table, guys, please.
Would you like to spar?
yeah, Corey.
Corey?
You wanna try fighting each other?
Ori
That'd be
looks
fun.
very tired, like they got no rest.
Oh, this one has a great idea. We could simulate a bar brawl and then
Oh yeah.
no.
Battle Royale.
Wait, what are we doing? Wait, is this in your heads?
Not
No.
on,
No,
not
I mean,
on the ship.
Not on the ship.
No, we. It's just like spar practice. Not today, y'all. But I'll watch if you want.
Are you sad?
Are you okay?
Yeah, I don't know. I just, like when you
Are
have
you
too many
feeling okay?
thoughts on your mind and they manifest in your dreams, and you're like vivid dreams, but like to the 100. And when
Yeah.
you wake up, it feels like you didn't get any rest at all.
Oh,
That sounds like every
Corey.
day of my life.
Do you
I
need to
get
talk?
you.
Do you need to talk it out, Corey?
I don't know. Probably, maybe. I don't know.
Well, who do you want to talk it out with?
I mean, we can all talk about it here. I feel like I've come to all of y'all with something, and I
Okay.
realize, it might just be easier,
Yeah, that's okay. What's going
more
on?
heads better than one. No, I don't know.
Hmm.
My folks are alive,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm kind of having like, oh my gosh, we have like this growing list of things to do as a party, and then even my own personal list. Like I gotta kill some pirates. I still need to workshop my new brand. Like, I can't be carrying the card anymore, so that's a whole thing I gotta do.
Corey the
And
card
then-
sounds just as good.
No, it doesn't. Okay, it's not.
I
Like-
just look at sound like I'm sorry you tried.
It doesn't. It just doesn't flow. And it's like, new look, new name. That's how it goes. And
this one is running through several thousand permutations of different artwork we could have for your logo.
No.
I'll look at every single one of them, bud. But yeah,
God.
and I still have to get the toenail of a white dragon, white claw, something.
Yeah, we still need to talk about
Truly.
that one.
You
Yeah, and then I
wait,
still
never
need some phoenix thing too, and it's just like there's so much, but like
do. You have a list of the shopping that you need to do?
no, not the shopping. We have to I have to fight these things to get them or something.
Apologies. This one was trying to sound cool, like a flesh would.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, yes. Essentially, yes. Shopping list, and that's on top of what we have to do. But, like, shouldn't I just be going back to my family?
Well, I think before, when you were given this quest, you didn't really have the option to. Now, I can tell you as someone who ran from my family that I am only going back really because I'm worried that I may have caused a portal to open. But if you think you want to, when you say
Oh my
you
God,
think
did
you
I
should,
cause a portal?
I mean,
Oh my God.
I
Well,
wouldn't be your
hold up,
fault.
you don't have, so you have no way of knowing that you
Yeah.
caused a portal.
Yeah, you have no way of knowing that. Also, it wouldn't be your
Okay.
fault. You were kidnapped, so no, not your fault.
What I mean, though, is when you say to go back to your family, do you mean that you want us to find a way for you to visit, or do you want to leave to go back there? Or do you not know?
Yes, I don't know. And I think about Gil. I don't know if I told all of you guys this, but what my first big thing I wanted to do was so I have my box, right? And if I do cool things for it, it'll do cool things for me.
The room that talks to you?
Yep. Yep. And I look at Zana kind of sheepishly. I was gonna ask it to turn me into something that's not a changeling.
To be what exactly?
Anything but, essentially. But I don't feel that, like, I don't know. Like, I don't mind it now as much, because it's like, I don't know, seeing Zana and Kaz kind of own it, and now knowing, like, my family's okay, like, I guess it's not so bad being this, you know? But either way, I just mean to say that, like, I feel like life is just pulling all of us in, like, different directions, you know? And it not, like, away from each other, but it's just like, holy shit, we have so much to take care of. Then it all comes down to, like, well, I don't know, like, if I had known this, like say the first day I met you guys, I wouldn't even think about it. I'd be gone. I wouldn't want to pursue all this. Does that make sense? So it's just
I think
weird.
that's reasonable.
Things have changed, right?
Yeah.
That makes
And-
sense.
And I've been thinking about dreaming to them, but I'm like, oh my gosh, they're gonna be so, like, fancy and posh, and I'm not. And, you know, being at the ball, I felt so out of place. You know, and I just feel like, what if they don't even like me, even knowing I'm their kid? I don't know.
Well, that's just silly.
Yeah, Zana, and I think Hermia, you would know this as well from reputation, speaks up and goes, based on the little that I know of the Sealy Court, you would fit right in, Corey.
Yeah, they're a bunch of they're like the Chaos Crew.
If you would like, this one could attempt to spy on them.
Really?
Excuse me, scry. Yes,
I mean,
it may take a few nights to get it proper, but
no, I mean, yeah, that would be cool. Because I just, you know, I don't want to freak him out. Because I know sometimes when we dream to someone, they're like, oh, are you some evil entity, or is this just in my head? And I don't want
Roz nods
Rude.
sagely as if.
I think if you do meet them, it'll mean more if you do it like face to face, as opposed to like in a dream.
dream to
That's
dream.
another thing. How are we
I
gonna
feel
get
like-
there? That's what
Oh,
I mean. Like, I
that's
can't-
easy.
What do you mean it's easy?
This one is attempting to create a form of fast travel.
There's
It-
doors everywhere that gets like into the Feywild.
Wait, leave you can
just
make a
gotta,
door?
like, well,
This one is researching the technology, although based on planar entities moving to and from, and leave kind of gestures widely to Raz. Theoretically, it should be possible to create doorways. Exactly.
Roz gives a big thumbs up.
We've just been careful when it comes to the Feywild because we don't know if we can get out or even find what we're looking for.
Yeah,
That's
and
one of the
you
I'm,
can get out.
I,
Well,
and
Isn't
I'm
the whole
not
point that
asking
no
any
one's
of y'all to, like, do that because again, that's the problem. Like we have so much to do, and they're all important, But
One thing at
I'm
a time.
I'm just reeling with it. That's all. I'm not
Also, before I
asking.
forget, Corey, I just remembered something as you were talking about hunting a great white dragon and a phoenix thing. There's supposedly some like guild of like monster hunters that are super famous in Vasselheim.
What kind of monster hunters? Because sometimes changelings fall into that category.
Oh no, they fight like dragons and shit.
Okay. That's cool.
Well, Corey, this is overwhelming, and it's okay to not have answers. And while I can't say like when or how we're gonna do some of this stuff, we want to support you. And if there's a way we can at least get you to know your family better, I think that's worth doing.
Yeah.
Is there a library in
Yes,
Port Damali?
there's a Cobalt Soul Library. I have a contact there.
I'm pretty sure we can
you
probably
do.
find at least some basic knowledge about your family there, Corey.
Trying to add him to the harem this quick. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can
That would be
definitely
cool.
Yeah. The nice thing about this Cobalt Soul is that it's technically outside the Empire, so it's a little... they're not nearly as weird about discussing certain topics as it would be in the Empire.
Hey, I was able to get
Right.
into the restricted section at that other place.
Mhm.
As
you
you
might-
were all having this discussion, Captain Bright Eyes has come down the stairs and is kind of looking all over at all of you and just seems a little bit bewildered. So,
Hello?
you have a delivery, and she points up.
I
Look
look
up.
up.
No, like up on the deck. You're gonna have to go
Oh.
up there to.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were
Oh.
already on deck.
We're
Look
already
at
on
the
the
sky.
Just
Okay.
looked at the ceiling.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
Where?
Going
Alright,
up the
we
stairs.
go up on deck.
All right.
Leaf
so,
looks up.
As you head up on deck, you see that there is a half elf, a young half elf gentleman, maybe like early 20s, who is standing there and has this giant rolled up carpet that he's standing against and has a letter in his hand. Are you the second chances?
We are.
Yes.
Is that
He
from
holds out-
Cause?
He holds out the letter to whoever
Oh.
wants to take it.
I'll take the letter.
Is it a love
Opening it
letter
up.
to Maeve?
Opening it up.
Another
Of
one?
course.
Another one made? Oh my
No.
goodness. I need to take some lessons from you. Good God.
Yeah, I need
Wow.
to sleep someone if I get a magic carpet.
No, it's not a love letter. I assume I will look at the letter, I guess.
Reading the letter, it says, "To the second chances."
Dearest
you.
Maeve,
Honestly, it's a bit much. I mean, I can already make myself fly with magic. I feel like you could use this on your adventures a bit more, with you saving the world and all. But let's say it's on loan. I'll pick it up from you the next time we cross paths. Okay.
Nice.
And then P.S. Kiddo, you're doing great. Keep it up. I'm proud of you.
See? I
Nah.
show that to Corey.
Corey starts crying.
There you go. See?
That
Wait,
was
how did
very well timed. You got this because of your 9 on the D10 roll.
Yeah, that was.
Could
And
you-
yeah,
could
and so
you
then the
set-
guy
Could you give?
the guy gives
item
the
into
carpet
the
like
chat.
to Roz.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. Here you go.
thank you for
Man.
your services. And Leaf will reach into its pouch and produce a single diamond.
No!
Oh my god!
We will give
Leave.
him
Thanks.
gold. Nope, I pushed that away and I will give him gold. Oh my god.
Wait, how did you get here? We're in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, it was not a great trip. I used the carpet to get here.
Oh,
Do you need help getting back?
Do you want to? We drop you off at like in Port Damali? That's where we're going.
Yeah, I guess that'll work.
Do you have another
Or
I don't know.
can
what
we
else-
use a teleportation circle to send you back from where you came?
I guess if you know a teleport spell,
Do
and
we?
you know
No.
another place you could send me.
We could just wait till we get to Port Damali to drop him off.
It's called
Yeah.
the Magic Circle carpet, right?
Okay. Could you link it to me on the chat?
I don't know. I just found it. In
Y'all have a
D&D
bag of
Beyond.
holding, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This thing is like it can be rolled up enough to be put into the bag of holding, so you're not just
Oh yeah, that's
carrying
what I was
around,
saying. I was holding up my bag of holding
a
for,
giant
well, not
carpet
mine.
as you're walking
Yeah.
around.
So I assume Roz just shoves it in there, and then we're
Yeah.
on our way.
So how much gold do you give him?
I'll give him 25 gold.
Okay. Takes and pockets it.
And I guess you can stay on the ship. We'll give you food and quarter till we make port.
All right. My name's Herschel, by the way.
Herschel?
Nice to meet
Yeah.
you, Herschel.
Do anything shifty and we just throw you overboard.
Wow.
Okay.
Where are you from, Thursel?
Port Zune.
Okay, I can find it.
Do you do this often?
Deliver out to the middle of the ocean? No. Delivery? Yeah.
Delivery.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in an underground fight pit?
Nope.
Do you want to?
Nope.
Oh. Okay. So, can you move? We're gonna fight here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Okay, sure.
okay.
He just kind of steps off to the side. And, we'll say that, Cole, the orc who's on the crew, kind of puts a hand on his shoulder and goes, I'll show you around downstairs and where you can sleep. He's like, oh, okay. And they head downstairs. All right, just for the heck of it, both of you just go ahead and make an attack roll.
Okay.
Using whatever it is that you would use to attack.
Well, that's my dagger, so
Yep,
I missed.
So,
25.
yeah. So once
Definitely
again,
hit.
Leaf just beats the crap out of Hermia.
Very
Just
therapeutic.
laying on the deck again.
Yeah, Hermia,
Oh.
we'll say that you're down 50 HP.
Oh. It didn't-
Leaf, you're down 15 HP.
Ow.
I think I did worse than I did yesterday. I thought
Yes,
practice
I
makes
agree.
things better.
This one agrees.
As my choir teacher used to say, practice is only perfect. Sorry, practice makes perfect only if your practice is perfect. So don't worry about perfection.
Practice
Oh,
makes
sorry.
permanent.
Are you saying that like I didn't practice like perfectly enough?
Nobody does. That's kind of the point. It's not really meant to be for perfection, but
Well,
it permanent.
improvement. I
Mhm.
made like an unimprovement.
improvement
but
is
remember
never
that.
linear.
Leaf is coming at you with everything he's got. You're not going at him with everything you've got.
Also, keep in mind that this one has already downloaded all of your moves and strategies with that dagger. If you would rather have better success, come at me. Come at this one with different approaches.
I mean, all I got are these daggers that I stole from my house.
Lethal druidcraft, like just like a I don't know, bow stick, and toss it to Hermia.
I don't even think I can use that.
You have a quarterstaff now, Hermia.
It's a simple weapon, I believe.
Is it a simple?
I think so.
I'm about to find out.
What's the matter? Hexblades get access to martial weapons, don't they?
Oh
Martial
yeah.
rifle? Yeah, you're good.
Quarterstaff is a simple weapon, so you can use it.
Okay, I guess I can use it. Cool. Should I try hitting you again?
If you'd like.
Hey.
D20.
try to hit
Add. What's everyone's proficiency at this level?
It doesn't matter.
What is wrong with you? Where are your dice in real life? Those are a lot better.
They are.
Let me try. Well, I'll roll a real dice and see what I get. I got a 3. No joke.
No.
Can you stop calicoring all over the deck? Oh, do you want me to roll again too?
Yeah, you'll probably hit though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you still. She just doesn't look comfortable with a weapon that
he actually
isn't
missed.
a longsword, apparently. Well, that's not
Uh,
adding in
plus-
his attack.
plus
bonus.
10.
Yes, that's 22.
So 22.
Oh. Nope,
Sorry.
that hits.
He swings and kind of feigns an attack, and Hermie goes, "You missed!" as he swings back around and just clocks her.
I feel like I'm really bad at dodging.
You know why that is.
Why?
You have been letting the cloak of displacement do all the dodging for you. Now you must dodge.
I mean, that's true, but like, how do you get better at dodging? Tell me your
Dodge.
secret, Leaf.
If you can dodge a guiding bolt, you can dodge a strike. He's
Oh my
the
God.
guiding bolter.
Jesus.
I feel like I need someone else to like help train me now.
Hey, do you dodge it?
With a 13,
Yeah.
I think she does. Yeah.
She does. A
Yeah.
13.
Okay, there you go.
There you go.
All right, so it's pretty clear weather today. Nothing else seems to catch your eye. You are informed that you are still a day out from Port Damali. So, was there anything else anybody wanted to do as night comes? How's Corey? How's Corey for the rest of the day? Like, did kind of chatting with everyone help to improve her mood at all?
Yeah, I think she's feeling like a little better. I think she's still like a little reserved and quiet just because it's just like, yeah, like I gotta do this and I gotta do that. Kind of just that endless cycle of anxiety, which is better for sure, but still
Okay.
gonna be on her mind.
At some point while Maeve and Zana are hanging out, you hear in your head, regardless of whatever happens with your other family, remember you still have one here as well.
That's what
I mean-
Leaf said to Corey.
Thanks, Leaf. You know, I just I know. I just
He says that, or it says that as he's just like beating. Yeah.
This is later in the day after Hermia and Leaf are off resting somewhere.
Yeah.
Hermia's gonna find Roz
That's
after
fine.
getting beat up.
Do you respond to Zana or no?
yeah, I just say I know.
Oh, I thought that was
I
Gil.
just
No.
Like,
Zana.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
I don't know anything about court. I don't know anything about kings and queens and prince and princesses and all that, and I don't know. I just don't. I know I Corey things up a lot, and it is like the one thing I really, really, really don't want to mess up.
I can tell you this, as someone who does know a lot of things about real-life court and princes and princesses, is that the Sealy court is nothing like it, and knowing that's where you come from makes a lot of sense. You'll be fine.
I can't tell if that was supposed to be supportive or if that was a dig, but knowing that it's you, it's both. So I'll take it.
She smiles over towards you and then leans over and gives Maeve a kiss on the cheek in front
Do I
of
see
you so
it?
that you can see it. Yes.
And then I run up to the crow's nest and I just scream into the world.
I look at Zana surprised, like that was very nice of you.
Yeah, and as Corey's up there screaming, she goes, I'm already regretting it. Not doing it, just
She'll kiss
Thought
her
it
cheek back.
would
I know.
cheer her up.
Mm.
And it worked
She
too
does have
well.
a ring of water walking if you want to throw her out.
Let's take the ring first.
Okay, well,
I can fly.
can give her a little bit of a head start of something, right?
Hermia, you said you wanted to find Roz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where is Roz?
Downstairs somewhere in one of
she-
the holds.
Yeah, she's downstairs somewhere.
Hermia's just gonna like plop down next to her. I was
You,
able to dodge him one time.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like you dodged about one time.
I feel like I'm not making any improvements.
What, from yesterday? You telling me you're not already better?
No, I just feel like I'm not really learning a whole lot from Leaf.
What? You're going up there just wildly swinging away and not improving. That's crazy. I can't imagine.
Hermia, you get a sudden sense of deja vu as you swear you've had a similar conversation like this with Leander at one point.
Probably. Okay, I didn't really think this through a whole lot on training. I guess I've never actually. Well, I mean, we've sparred, but I guess I thought like I'd have to do it differently than how we usually train.
She smiles. Do you want to learn how to do this properly?
Yes, please. Just don't guiding bolt me again.
No promises. And she'll walk up to the top deck with you. And nod. All right. Well, if we're gonna do this, you said you wanted to do this with no magic. So she's gonna take off her amulet of health and take off her magic items effectively.
Yeah, so I mean, this isn't anything new to the two of you, right?
Nope. We train a lot.
There was a time when you trained with one another quite a bit. So it's just kind of a return to that.
And I think the difference here is that before, Roz was kind of like using some of her latent, like she's used to working with another consciousness in her mind, like what Hermia is now kind of having to do with Leander or with her sword. And my hope is that like I can now start working her away from that idea of like when you suddenly don't have that to rely on, now you have to rely on just you.
I think the other thing that you notice as well, and maybe this gets to what Hermia is trying to overcome herself, is she already seems like she's more comfortable because she knows what fighting with you is like. Yeah. You trained her, so you know what she's capable of as well. And when she was fighting with Leaf, a lot of that kind of fell away because she doesn't get to use her sword and she has to figure out what to do. So very quickly you start to realize that the issue here is that she needs to learn to fend on her own against something that she's not comfortable with. So after probably about 20-30 minutes of like realizing, okay, she can fight, she's kind of gotten back on her feet, you start to bring in other people. Cole, the orc on board, volunteers, so she kind of starts to do that as well. And Hermia, what I'd like you to do is just make just roll a d20 and add your charisma to it.
Okay, I'll use a real dice. Oh, I got a charisma.
Yep.
17 plus 5.
Okay. And also, it's not like, hey, I'm going to spar with you. You come at me with everything you have, which is what Leaf was doing. You actually perform very well. Let me actually roll for Cole, who rolled a 2. And after about 10 minutes of sparring with her, and she's a big orc as well, you're actually able to put her down onto her back. Now, she's not like adventuring level, but she's probably the type of fighter that you're going to encounter in like an underground fight pit. So I think you leave today's practice session feeling a little bit better and in realizing that, you know, Roz was wrong. You can improve in one day.
That feels like it might backfire.
It might. It might. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can get a new perspective in one day, I would say.
Yeah, that's fair.
That can change. Mm-hmm. But
I mean, I feel like she wasn't really trying that hard. At least compared to Leaf.
Do you say that out loud?
No.
Oh, okay.
Roz glances at you and nods. Like, if I give it everything I've got, if I go as hard as I possibly can, and you can beat me without having to use any of your best tools, that's a problem not for you, but for me. When we fight, we go all out. But yeah, when we spar and when we train with each other, we're just practicing. We're learning so that when we get to those moments where we have to go all out, we have some of the muscle memory built in. We have some understanding of what we're supposed to be doing. And then we just try and make it work from there.
Cole also adds, and if you're going to an underground fight pit, they're not going to be giving everything they have to try and kill you either. That's how you get kicked out. Because that's how you get kicked out.
Oh. So, like, what's, like, a level, like, you know, even more seedier than underground fight pit?
What exactly is she trying to do?
Okay, Roz, I think I need to be honest with you about something. Like, I wasn't dishonest, but I wasn't fully honest.
All right.
So, like, when we were fighting the Plague of Eyes, like, you asked how it went, and I just said I wasn't really, like, scared for myself. Like, I was worried about the other people. I froze up. I forgot how to do everything. Like, my magic wasn't working. I couldn't hear Fulmir. Like, you disappeared, and I mean, if it wasn't for Corey screaming at me and then me realizing, like, hey, at least, like, I can try to close this portal, like, I would have done nothing during that whole entire thing except be scared. In another situation like that, I don't want to be scared.
Roz takes a long moment to really think about that. And she kind of sits on the edge of the boat. You should be scared. You should struggle with that. That should be hard. We faced against something that well, while we were able to handle it, we weren't ready for it. You can't be ready for something like that. And we got out the other side alive. But if it doesn't scare you, you're an idiot.
I mean, I don't know. You don't seem like you let fear, like, get in the way of, like, fighting.
I used to. When I was... All right. We're going to whisper this part. Actually, I'm going to do this part in our head because no one ever gets to hear this story. And if you tell anyone, I'm going to be very angry.
Cole goes, oh, I want to know.
Get out of here, Cole!
Oh,
So,
and she
starts
walks
thinking-
away.
She starts thinking in her head. All right, so you remember a long time ago I used to tell you about the werewolf that I fought?
Yeah.
It wasn't a werewolf, as I'm sure you've probably pieced together. I used to go spend summers with my aunts, Des and Sin, and one time I begged them to let me go with them and to take on this quest that they were after. They were going to go take care of a menace of some kind, and we thought it was a werewolf. It wasn't. It was a dire wolf. But to me, it might as well have been a werewolf because I was so terrified I couldn't move. I was frozen stiff, and if my aunts hadn't been there, I'd have died. And I was really ashamed about that. I struggled with that for a while. And so a while later, they took me on another adventure, and the same thing happened. I started worrying about who might get hurt and whether I'd be good enough, whether my training actually would mean anything when it came to actually fighting. And I froze up again. And then it happened a third time. And by the third time, I started to give up on the idea of ever being able to be an adventurer or fight. And we went one more time, and I was terrified again. But I didn't freeze. I listened to my aunt's instructions, and I followed them as best I could, and we made it through. And then the time after that, I did a little better. And then a little better. And when we fought the Plague of Eyes, I was so terrified, I felt like I wouldn't be able to move. But I remembered what it was like all those other times and getting through it. And I kept fighting. Practice. It's patience, it's learning, putting on a brave face when all you want to do is just scream and cry, because that's what I want to do more often than not. I try to be a very brave leader for this group sometimes, but I'm fucking 20 years old, and half the time I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I'm so scared I'm gonna get someone hurt. But all we can do is soldier on, you know? Don't be afraid to be afraid. It's okay. You don't have to be ashamed of that. We're all here for you. It's like you are for us.
I mean, if I freeze up, I want to, like, do it when, like, other people aren't on the line.
Roz pulls Hermia into a hug and holds her really tightly.
As the
Well
hug is
then.
happening, you hear in your head, Hermia. She's right. All of that is true. But also that's why the assassin's better than her. She'd never admit to that.
Hermie just starts chuckling. I'm
Roz
sorry.
assumes that means she did a good job.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
Exactly.
She's gonna take that the best possible
Yeah,
way.
Exactly. Exactly. That's what we're gonna do.
All right, so with that, the day carries on. I know that Maeve wants to send a message at some point, so
I do.
Maeve, why don't you go ahead and send your message out?
Okay, so she's gonna take a deep breath and say she's gotta just go to her room for a minute because she's been putting this off for too long. And she's gonna take a sending stone out, and she's gonna.
How many
send
sending
the-
stones do you... Wait, it's a new day. Never mind. You're fine. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we're
It's a
good.
new
We're good.
day.
We have 5, by the way,
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I
Yeah.
technically have 3. Anyway, so she's going to send a message to her sister Chandra,
Mm-hmm.
and this is exactly 25 words. I counted.
Counted.
And this is a message that I sent you probably like 3 months ago. You probably forgot, so I can't wait to see what you do on the fly on this one. She says, "Are you traveling with a group? Do you know a Farcrest by chance? I have a way to meet, despite distance and location, if interested." And she says she's not interested. She's gonna enter her dreams anyway. So boo-hoo. She didn't say that part though.
Wow.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Give me a second here. I don't think
I
that you
know,
sent
I'm
me
sorry.
this
I
one.
probably
Well,
I didn't know when
I
I
do
was
just
gonna
want to
do
check really quick if you have sent it to me. I may already have something written.
I can tell you
up.
when I sent it to you. I had to look it up myself if that would help.
Nope. All right, it's fine. You hear back. I don't know that name. Maeve, stay away and go home. You aren't ready for this.
Ooh, she mad. She looks as if she considers taking another sending stone out, but she's
You're
so
like, motherfucker, I will.
we'll do this all day. But she thinks better of it because she's like, if I just keep sending something in anger, it's just gonna be a waste of time. So she
Never
does.
stopped Rosalind before.
She puts it back, but she's gonna be in a very grumpy mood when she leaves. But we can stop it there.
All right. Yep. So we will go ahead and wrap it up there for tonight.